Morning.
Rise and shine. It's bright and early.
Yes, it is. It's nice to have these nice bright lights right in our eyes.
I know, really wake you up.
Exactly. That's right. What's going on this morning here on this beautiful Tuesday, May the 12th already? It's
That's
like,
right.
Gosh, it's like I've just got so much going on. It's so wild to try to keep up with. You know, I thought when I
know.
retired I'd be slowing down some, but I don't think.
Never.
Somebody asked me the other day, said, do you understand the concept of retirement? Like, no, I said, explain it to me. But anyway.
Well, it is May 12th. It's Tuesday. It's 66 degrees right now. Pretty mild outside, but it's a high of 76 today. And we did get started a little late at 6:03.
That's right. It's going to be a little windy out there today.
Yes.
So it'll feel like it's a little. But you know what? Next week,
I know.
we're getting back to the May that I thought we'd already be in.
Yes.
Exactly.
And there's sun until the unforeseeable. Surfeable, I was about to say. Let's not get that today. Anyway, sun until the unforeseeable forecast.
Have to be careful with our words.
I know. Oh, me. Well, how was your afternoon yesterday, Mike?
It was great. I got a bunch of stuff done around the house and you know, just kind of yard work. And, I've decided that rather than invest in some new equipment, that I'm going to utilize a lawn service.
Smart.
You know, because I spend more time here and on the farm, and
Yeah.
it's just it's several hours worth of work too to get
And the upkeep.
to cut all the grass and everything, and really looked good yesterday after it was done. And I got
Yeah.
to sit there and say, you know, I really didn't have a thing to do with it,
Have you seen those?
except you know, for the ultimate.
Oh, yeah. Have you
know.
seen those robot lawnmowers?
I have seen those.
I don't know about those.
I would love to see one and you know work that hill of ours in Jemison.
I know. I think that is for like the 7 foot by 7 foot yards when you live in a.
Yes, exactly, perfectly.
There's too many hills, too much junk in my yard for
Oh, I
a
know it.
robot lawnmower.
Bring that thing over here. Let's give it a real go.
Yeah, it'd get hung up on something.
Yeah, it's like this is our yard. you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's never been. I've tried to create flat spots, but there's just not much. But fortunately, I guess our daughter was not interested in sports too much. Now I say sports. I mean, she was a dancer and violinist, and I don't care what you say. Those are just as active as any sport
Yeah.
that you'll play if you've ever done either. But she didn't play softball or basketball or any of
She
that kind of stuff.
exercised her brain.
Yeah, well, that too, that too. But anyway, so we don't really have a great flat spot there for football or any sport. Frankly,
Yeah.
we're on a pretty good slope.
Y'all gonna do sledding.
No, we don't. Not much. Not much. I mean, at the bottom of the hill. At the bottom of the hill, it's bad, but not at the top. The top where our house is, it's better.
Water sliding.
Better.
Yeah,
That's
good water
right.
slide. Yeah.
Well, there is I don't know, Taylor. We've been there 24 years, and I would say it snowed maybe 4 times,
Yeah.
where it's actually measurable, and you can get outside and play in the snow, and make a snowman or something. But my sister-in-law had I always like it's amazement because I don't know too many people down here that have them, but a real live sled,
Oh yeah.
with a rope on it, and I'd get my daughter. My wife wouldn't do it; she was scared to. But my mother-in-law, she's 75 years old out there, and she weighs about 80 pounds, I think, or 90. And so I could sling her down that hill. It was so funny watching her. They would squeal. I was going to say Hannah was a little girl, but Ann would also squeal like a little girl, just for that 2 or 3 seconds while you're going the fastest.
Yeah. A child at heart.
And then gravity slows you down. That's the kind of hill we have, that you can sling somebody down the hill on a sled with a rope.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. But that's the yard I was working on yesterday, cleaning up sticks and whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes after a rain, Taylor, I look and I say, man, it must have been raining rocks and sticks, because that's all that's in the yard. It's more rocks and more sticks. So,
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
I was being a chicken tender yesterday.
okay.
Yes, we got those chicks probably about a month ago now.
I know.
We have 17 of them.
17.
Yes. And this is gross. I've been keeping them in my
Y'all
house.
just put up like a little temporary fence around them or something?
Yeah, I've been keeping them in like a storage container.
Chicken wire.
Well,
gosh, it's just sometimes it just comes out, folks.
I'm so white on the screen. I look like a ghost. Maybe it's just real life. Anyway.
You should get out like I do and spend all day in the sun.
I know, I need to. I need to put my chickens outside instead of keeping them in the house. Then I could chase them around the yard. Anyway, they're getting to the age now where I need to put them in the coop or like a brooder or something outside because they're jumping out of the box.
Oh.
And there's one in particular that can, and I'm supposed to have all girls, but I got one surprise chick that was unsexed, and I think it's a rooster. And I think that's the one that keeps jumping out of the box. It got out of that box probably 5 times yesterday.
Wait a minute now. I'm going to have to stand up for the male, whatever we are.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's athletic.
Well, okay, all right. So you mean it as a compliment. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you meant it like being disruptive or something.
No.
I'm like,
He's
it was
athletic.
only that
He's
one
jumping.
time.
He jumps up on the water feeder, jumps up on the side, jumps out of the box, takes off. And me and Deason tried to catch him. Well, Bailey was home yesterday before we were. Or it might have been in the morning. Anyway, and he was like, a chick got out, and I had to chase it all around the house and corner it in the bathroom. That's the only way I could get it. Well, then it got out when me and Deason were home. And we looked like a bunch of fools running in circles around our
You don't
island.
use like a fish, a net.
I mean, I don't know. I stayed up all night the night before, so I was running on fumes already, and then I'm chasing a chicken around my house with a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. My brain was just not there. Anyway, so me and Deason meet on this side of the island, and we both bent down to pick it up, and it takes off the other way, and we just bust out laughing and
so quick.
We just left it out. It put itself back up.
There you go. After a couple minutes.
So, yes.
After it got some exercise.
Yeah, egg exercise.
Yeah, egg exercise. Well, hopefully they'll get some exercise soon, right?
I think I may. Isn't that one of our sponsors?
Well, our neighbors.
Work out anytime.
Yeah, that's right. Our neighbors have chickens, and they raise eggs, and we get to when they let us know they have them. I mean, I don't know how many they have. I would say at least a dozen, and they're all fully grown.
Yeah.
And they started letting them out of just let them free roam around the yard, and it's so funny because they don't go very far from where they've been. You know what I mean? They've been staying in this cage, and it's a big enclosure.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of property, so they got a lot of room. They can build a big enclosure or built one. And I watch them when I'm walking, and I see them all just going. I'm saying, well, there's 8 over here and 4 over here. They've separated themselves. They have their groups. But I don't know. It was just kind of that. I was thinking, is that what they mean when they say free range?
I think so.
Chicken,
I wonder if chickens I guess they communicate with each other and talk with each other. I wonder if those 4 don't like the other ones.
Well, they sure make a lot of noise, like
Yeah.
they talk to each other, Speaking of talking to each other, last night it was like 9:30, and I'm out my last, walk, and
Don't talk about your walk yet.
oh,
That's later on in the show.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was just going to talk about the wildlife because
No.
I mean, what a variety.
No,
Well, we
later
call
on.
this a teaser, all right?
Around,
We'll
yes.
tease it. We'll tease
Yes.
it.
Around
Okay.
7:30, we're going to have nature walk talks.
Excellent. Coming
So,
up.
We are going to thank our sponsors real quick. And I mentioned work out anytime. I got to work in out at the house yesterday chasing that chicken. But you can also go work out anytime. I work
Literally.
out anytime without the chickens, if that's not your thing. And what's another sponsor we have?
This and That Vinyl has been a long time sponsor.
Yes, I love them.
have.
I've got to order there every day. I think that if they did a roundup of where you spent your money at, I'd have the most.
You can actually do that if you just use one card, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of them will
I always
break
use
it
the
down
one
for
that
you. They'll
Bailey's
tell
on.
you, what your.
I never use just my account for my.
A lot of
this
times
and
they
that.
give you a year-end summary. I don't know if you've ever checked those
Yeah.
out.
Well, thank you, this and that. Thank you, Workout Anytime. And thank y'all for tuning in. You are tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike, coming at you live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. So, y'all stay tuned after the break. We'll be back in just a minute.
I thought we were going to call it Mike and Taylor.
Oh, did I say Taylor and Mike?
You did.
Oh, it is Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
You're tuning into Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor, not Taylor and Mike. I don't know why I said it backwards.
I've been saying Taylor and Mike the whole time we've been together, and you've always said, no, it's Mike and Taylor.
I know. I don't
And
know.
so I don't know. This morning you kind of threw me because I thought we were going to do our little argument back and forth.
It was a test to see if you were paying attention, I guess.
Oh, I was paying attention. I passed, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's 6:16. I feel like I've been up and like it's 1 in the afternoon. You feel that way?
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all feel that way? Let me know, or I guess don't let me know because I can't see it. We don't have our
caffeine
comments
is my
pulled
friend.
up. I had any caffeine today? Not yet.
I'm about to.
I need to go get me one. But you were saying yesterday, like, that caffeine really affects you.
It does.
It does not affect me energy-wise.
I gotta lay off about 6 o'clock. 6:30.
Yeah.
Maybe have a glass of tea with dinner. And y'all were giving me a hard time this morning. I stopped by and brought donuts on the way
Nice.
in, and for the team. And I was given a hard time because yesterday I said that my wife gets up and makes me breakfast. This morning I asked her not to do that because I had planned on doing this. And so, anyway, I say all that to say that I just try to bring stuff in every now and then and enjoy some good fresh donuts.
Yeah. I guess tomorrow will be my turn to bring something because Bill brought us McDonald's yesterday, and today you brought donuts.
Yeah, this definitely tops, what Bill did. Let's face it. Good morning, Bill, if you happen to be watching.
Well,
Enjoyed yesterday. That was a
I did
treat.
too.
That was a treat for me.
I didn't realize you had
I'd
never
never
been
worked
on
with
them.
him yet. I'd watched y'all and him on our station for a while, fact, when I first found out I was going to come on air, I said, well, let's see what it's all about. And I went and watched him, and I'm like, oh, no, I can't. I mean, if I've got to try to keep everybody entertained like that, I'm going to be in trouble, you know. So I have to be me, and hopefully that'll work out. That'll be good enough, you know.
Well, you're doing great.
Well, I'm having a good time, that's for sure.
Well, we're going to cover Alabama news this segment, and of course, ours is going to be drastically different. So, you ready, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right. Mine, I mean, I was about to say it's lighthearted. I guess it's not lighthearted for this lady.
Well,
it's not as, I don't know.
It's got a happy ending.
It does have a happy ending.
Yeah.
So, Shelby County woman was taken to the hospital yesterday after being bitten by a rattlesnake in her backyard. She was moving her children's toys in the backyard of her home. She lived in a subdivision too. So I guess that's probably the only place it had to hide.
Well, you know, these subdivisions, they just carved them out of the woods.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It was probably trying to go see its
They live
aunt
there.
or something.
Right, they live
and
there,
then
right?
it tore her house down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she was moving her kids' toys, which thank goodness she moved them and not the baby.
Yes, I know it.
I never thought about that, about snakes getting up in toys and like ride on toys and stuff like that, until I saw a picture. It was floating around Facebook, I want to say last year. And it had a snake like in the wheel. What is that called? It wasn't in the
Spokes.
tire, but it was like up above the wheel.
The spokes?
I guess it would be like the fender.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was up in
That
there
would
of
be
like
the-
a
that's
dump
the right
truck, one of the big dump trucks. So anyway, check your kids' toys before you let them go out and play. She was bitten. Chelsea Fire and Rescue came. They triaged the woman on the scene before taking her and the snake to Grandview.
I saw where the snake was a 1 foot timber rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Just a
I wonder
foot
what
long.
they-
So I mean
So it was a baby.
that's a pretty small snake, especially a small rattlesnake.
Yeah. And they say it's worse to get bit by a baby snake than an adult snake because they don't have like they'll do all their venom instead of just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I wonder what they took the snake to the hospital in. If they put it.
Well, they killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I understand. And then they, probably put it in Ziploc. Don't we put everything in Ziplocs?
I always think of pillowcases.
Pillowcases?
I guess it's too small.
Well, I think you put live ones in pillowcases.
Yeah. Tie it up.
Yeah, and they
Sling it around.
something about it. They less likely to be able to bite you, that way.
Yeah.
Although I don't
Well,
really
what have you
know.
got for us, Mike?
Well, a couple different things. The first thing I saw was an interesting story I thought coming out of the Alabama Bar Association and the Alabama Supreme Court. They severed their relationship with the American Bar Association. I mean, this is pretty big.
Yeah.
If you understand how this works, there's this American Bar Association, and I mean it's just like any other association, I guess.
Okay.
Or
For people that don't know, the bar is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
That's
it's okay.
for the attorneys.
I'm sure most.
The Bar
know,
Association is our attorneys, and they provide different services and they network together. When you are an attorney, you never know who is going to come in to your door, literally, and what services they may need and what expertise you may need in proving or disproving their case or whatever the facts may be. And so there's this association, and it's become just like any association. And I say become, it's always been political. And whoever's in charge is, kind of their left-leaning or their right-leaning or, down the middle. It's kind of the way the association goes. Well, it's been really heavily leaning to the left with the ACLU and other plaintiff-oriented attorneys. And so the Alabama Supreme Court has said, you know what? We are going to set our own rules. We're going to sever our relationship with this. They call them progressive in this article, which they are, I guess. They're not exactly radical, I would say. But I mean, those are just my opinions. I don't know. There's no there's no absolute level where it moves from one extreme to the other, I guess. But I thought that was pretty significant. I mean, you're talking about something that is pretty unusual. It's not but a couple other states that have severed their relationship with the bar association. Now, really, what it basically means is that Alabama's taking more control of its attorneys and its bar association.
Yeah.
Which is probably not such a bad thing. And there was other things in the opinion that the judges came up with, but it was let's see, I believe it was unanimous. No, I'm sorry. There was one justice who concurred in part and then dissented in part of the decision. Judge Mayhem. I don't know him. But anyway, it was just some interesting news, I thought, regarding attorneys and if you ever turn on your television or look at your phone, you're bombarded with ads from attorneys.
Yeah.
Call me Alabama.
Or if you drive
let's
down,
ride.
drive anywhere.
I'm trying to think of some of these attorneys.
Yeah.
That
They come
have
up
in
with
their
some
ads.
wild slogans.
Oh, they do. they do. It means more to us. It's personal. Let's see. What are some of them? Let's ride. I like
who's
that. The one guy.
Alabama Hammer?
Oh, that's him. That's the guy that says "Let's ride." That's Mike Slocum, I think his name is. Now, I in my career, I dealt with all those attorneys,
Really?
or each of those firms, I should say, including actually talking to some of those attorneys.
So are they the actual attorney, or are they like the face of
Most of the time, they're the face. Now, I did talk with Mike Slocum, and I have talked with Alexander Chenard. This is a long time ago when he was kind of getting started.
Yeah. Before his
back
billboard
then,
investments?
Sarah, we still had land phone lines, and we still had phone books
Yeah.
that would come out, and it was a big thing to be on the back cover of the phone book.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time you got the phone book out, and, oh look, there's so and so, and so it was a big deal to be on there, and it very, very expensive. Of course,
I bet you were on the back, weren't you?
those were the days. No, I was not.
Aw.
No. I wasn't even on the inside.
Did they still print phone books?
Do what now?
Have they quit printing phone books?
I don't know if they've quit.
I saw
but
one. I
It
wanna
just gets
say-
smaller and smaller.
That's what I was about to say. I say it's been a few years ago. It's probably been since the last time you were at the library. But it wasn't even as thick as my stack of papers.
I'm okay. Yeah, exactly. Whoop. There it is.
But no, it was so thin. I was like, you might
know.
as well not even print this.
I know it. The thing about phone books that I think about or that I recall, is being able to, they would put people's addresses in there, not just their phone number.
Yeah.
But you could find, but what was funny was everything was they weren't county roads, they were called rural routes. Mm-hmm. It was like, boy, and there were no signs. So it was really an art to get your mail back in the day. To find, where rural route 4 was, and a lot of times that's all somebody would put,
Yeah.
and it would be like up to the postmaster, I guess, to find them. But that's when they really knew who their customers were, and
Yeah.
their patrons were. So
When I went to pick up the chickens, I thought that they would still bring them out to Verbena post office. Everything is through the Deatsville post office.
Oh, Deatsville.
Yeah, so I had to drive out to Deatsville, which I didn't realize it was only like. Actually, you know what? It wasn't 10 miles. It couldn't have been 10 miles. It's probably more than that from my house.
Well, I don't know where you live. I know you live down Verbena way somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly.
Maybe I looked after I had started. Anyway, I don't even know, I guess I'm glad it's still open for people who can't get to Deatsville. Why do we even still have the Verbena post office
Well,
if they can't do anything?
it's always been, like in a shack.
Yeah.
The postal shack. And I'm not making fun of them. I'm really not. It's just, it's there. It is what it is, right? It's not something different because I said it. Mm-hmm. But when I worked at the newspaper, I would deliver the newspapers to the post office, and then they would get them to the right customer.
But like, I went there to get, I forgot what I
And
was
they had
doing.
a box out there, you could actually buy the newspaper in
Yeah. Well,
a
I
rack.
went
A rack,
few
it was called.
months ago to get, I had bought a money order from there that I ended up not needing it. And so at the bank, when I worked there, we always told them, take it back to the post office. They'll be able to, do whatever for you.
Yeah.
I went there and he was like, oh, you have to go to Deatsville. Why are you even employed here? I don't understand it.
So I can tell you got to go to Diesel.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to do my part that I love, the silly news.
Oh, good, good. Good.
It's my favorite.
Yep.
So y'all hang tight. When we come back, we've got some silly, goofy, funny stuff coming up. You're watching The Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Taylor and Mike, that's the proper way to say it.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Forecast update for today, partly sunny, a high of 81, 59 tonight, lower 80s on Wednesday, and I don't see any rain right on through the upcoming weekend. That is the latest in your forecast. I'm meteorologist JP Dice here on Piper Peach Radio.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Do you have any silly news? Goofy?
Silly news? No, I do
Silly,
not.
goofy,
Not today.
good? No, nothing positive?
particularly.
Hey, y'all. We're back.
Morning.
It is May 12th, Tuesday. It's 66 degrees outside, and we've got the good news grab bag.
All right. The good
But
news grab bag.
Mike didn't dip into the bag today. He said he has no good news. He's just Downy Debber.
Well, actually,
Downy Debber? Downer Debbie? Why
I
am I
do
doing
have
this?
some good news, actually.
You
I think
do?
that we can talk about it. It's kind of a cool
Here, let me see
story.
it before you say. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. You see what that person's doing? Have you ever done that?
That is Joe Dirt.
It's like Joe Dirt. In the all-American,
Joe Dirt tag.
outfit.
Or Joe Beach Sand, because
Yeah,
I
well,
do
that's-
know where he or
I
she
think
was.
that qualifies as dirt.
Well, if you want to go ahead, you can.
Not real good dirt, but
I
it's
thought you was
dirt.
about to say not really.
Oh,
All right, well, for my silly news, I have Jackie and Shadow's eaglets can now see. Do you know Jackie and Shadow?
I don't guess so. What have I missed?
Well, you're fixing to.
Something else. Huh?
They are a pair of eagles
Oh,
in California at Big Bear Lake. You sound so excited.
well, you know
That-
I love outdoors,
Here
so
we go.
tell me all about it.
They have put a camera in their nest, so it's a live stream camera. You can go on and watch it anytime online. And the pair, they have two little eagles in there, little eaglets, however you would
Eaglets,
say
I think you would be correct.
it. And they can now
I would
see.
agree.
They have vision. So if you go look on the camera, you'll see them bobbing around, and it says that bobbing helps them calculate exact distance and speed of moving objects. So you'll just
You like this?
I think so.
That's what I would say, Bobby.
But the chicks can now see squirrels and airplanes in the distance, and their maturity vision occurs around 35 days old. But their physical changes of their eyes, because you know eagles have like light colored eyes, it can take up to 5 years for their eyes to change colors.
I didn't guess I realized that their eyes, I never heard that before.
The picture that they had of
All those specials I've watched of, I've never heard them talk about their eyes changing colors.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't remember it.
well,
probably
they're
said
still
that's a
they're
pretty
like
big deal.
dark. It's just like a
That's
big
right.
pupil.
Mm-hmm. That's why they can see so well, huh?
I guess so.
I think that lets in all the light, so that way they can see any
Yeah,
movement.
it trips me out how eyeballs work. Like
Those-
I remember learning that, like when your brain flips everything. So like you see it upside down, but your brain almost like a projector.
Yeah.
That trips me out.
It's
I can't even think about that.
amazing. And I got to thinking,
over
I
here
got
like-
to doing the math, Taylor, and I think it's about 14 miles from your house to Deetsville.
Really? Is that how the crow flies, or is that if I get in my car and drive?
I'm not sure, but I guess you could say a little birdie told me.
A bird.
Yeah. Did you saw what I'm talking about?
I did, but it's not nature talk yet. We're talking about the eaglets, okay? So, anyway.
Well, as the eagle, as they say, as the crow flies, I like to say as the eagle flies. So you
Yeah.
go ahead.
At 35 days old, the eagles can not only see, but their leg bones harden, so they don't have wobbly little noodle legs anymore, but their feet remain comically large, it says. So I do have something in common with eagles.
So they're kind of clumsy, right?
Yeah.
Like most
That's what
little kids are.
That's what I imagined.
Kind of. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't really know. Imagine.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
70% of eagles survive fledging, which is leaving the nest and flying. And this was my favorite part of the whole article. It gave a history of their parents. So it said the parents are Jackie and Shadow. They first got together in 2018.
We've given our eagles names now.
They have successfully raised chicks in 2019 and 2022. Eggs failed, though, in 2023 and 2024.
I wonder how long they
So
live.
these are rainbow eaglets.
Okay.
You know, like when people have miscarriages, their next baby's a rainbow baby. This is their rainbow eaglets. I
Okay.
love that. Only 50% of eagle eggs successfully hatch, so the pair has already beaten the odds.
50%.
That's what it said. Wow. 50% hatch.
That's a high mortality rate.
And then once they hatch, there's a 30% chance that they won't survive leaving the nest.
It's a tough world out there.
It really is.
Yeah. They don't get to live inside like your chickens.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Poor things.
They're out there facing Mother Nature.
I know.
Mother Nature.
My chickens are scared of me. How do you?
Your chickens are what?
They're scared. Like, how do you tame chickens?
Oh, they just get used to you. Feed them. You drop. If you go outside, you just drop it around you. They'll just
Yeah.
hang out with you. And after
But
a
when
while, they're just like,
Well, when I
when they
feed
see
them,
you, that's what
though,
they expect.
they all take off to the other side of the box.
Yeah. Right now, yeah, because they're in a
They're
new
so
environment.
ugly. God love them.
Yeah.
They're in the ugly stage.
Yeah. God loves them. That's for sure.
They're little preteens.
But you're gonna put them outside at some point,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. I mean, I don't know why they're inside.
Well, because I didn't want to. Well, actually,
You don't want to feed the coyotes just
yeah,
yet.
I don't have my coyote essential. I used all of it. But when we got them, it was when it was raining so bad. And is Bailey on the comments?
No, but I did. There is a good one from Brian. I said,
Oh,
something about
Lord.
the Eagles, how they met. He
Yeah.
said they met on feathersonly.com.
Oh my goodness.
I would not doubt if that wasn't legit.
I know.
Yeah.
But no, when we got them, it's when it was raining so bad for so many days in a
Yeah,
row.
right.
And so I didn't want to put them outside, them being so small. So I just kept them inside. What's your silly good news? Show me the mullet.
it's got this real cool article I read about. It says you haven't really been to Alabama unless you've done these 16 things. And I guess being a lifetime resident, basically, except for a couple years,
I thought you were about to say lifelong redneck.
Yeah, well, that too. I mean, I could say that. I wasn't going to. However, I certainly could. But as you said, Joe Dirt here, throwing the mullet. And here's just some people that they asked them this question. AL.com did it. And so, and it's put together by, I was thinking it was Kelly Kazak.
Look, there's
there's
Alexander Shannara.
Look at him. That's a picture from about 30 years ago. That's what I always laugh about these ads. You know, it's like, man, you need to update that photo. I mean, you know. So anyway, it says, and tell me how many of these you've done, Taylor.
Okay.
All right. Now, I know you're really young, so you probably haven't done that many. You haven't really been to Alabama unless you've eaten at Big Bob Gibson's in Decatur. It's like a famous barbecue place.
I don't think I have. If I have, I don't remember. And I didn't
I have, and what they're really
willingly.
famous for is their white sauce.
I have had their sauce. I have their sauce in my fridge.
I think I like to put it on chicken. I can't put it on barbecue. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
To me, okay, not putting down all of Bob Gibson. Here's somebody that says, unless you've tried Conecuh sausage,
I've had Conecuh sausage.
and you've had Conecuh sausage before. So today, when I got you that Conecuh kolache.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about that?
I've made Conecuh dogs at the Conecuh store.
And it says you haven't been to Alabama unless you know who Alexander Shannara is.
Is he sponsoring this
He must be.
article?
Yeah. Now this is so true, isn't it? You really haven't been to Alabama unless you've used your AC and heater on the same day.
I had mine on yesterday and it tripped Bailey out. He thought our air was tore up.
I mean, isn't that
It
funny?
wouldn't cut on.
And you haven't really been to Alabama unless you've had a 15-minute conversation with the clerk at the pig and know you've never met before. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, you can talk about anything. Oh, I like that shirt, or, you know, I like that, you know,
Every time. And
jewelry or whatever.
And then you walk off, and Bailey's like, "Do you know them?" I'm, no, I have no idea who that is. I do now.
You haven't really been to Alabama unless you've tossed a mullet across the Florida-Alabama state line.
I have not tossed a mullet. Have you tossed a mullet?
I have never done that. I like to watch people like Joe Dirt do it.
Yeah. Have you ever been to it?
It says in Pensacola, Florida, but I thought it was
it's in
in
Florida-Bama.
Well, it's at the line, you know.
Yeah.
They're throwing it. I don't know if
I
they're
guess
breaking it. I don't know if they're breaking any laws, you know, about throwing fish across state lines.
That would be a funny one. Have you ever attended the mullet
I have not.
throwing festival? No, me neither. When I see it, I always see like a bunch of drinking and stuff. So I've never went.
I guess
But I'm sure-
I'm late to the Alabama Gulf Coast party
Oh yeah,
because we always went to Florida.
you're behind on the fashion.
And now, you know,
Well,
now that I'm an
apparently you
adult,
could-
it's like, man, it's really better over here, you know,
Yeah.
than over there.
Well,
So,
just go throw it over in Alabama instead of
I may go sometime, you know. I could do a story.
yeah. This mullet throw is sponsored by
See
Piper
that look?
Peach.
He's like, yes, you could do a story. That was really good one. You haven't really been to Alabama unless you've rolled Toomer's Corner.
I have not.
I am a lifetime Auburn fan, and I've never once thrown a TP at
That
Toomer's
is
Corner.
bananas to me. Is that something that you want to do?
No, not really.
Never?
I watch people and I'm just like, man, I know I can see why people go, you know, Auburn people are confused, you know.
Yeah.
It's War Eagle, it's rolling Toomer's Corner. Of course, it's just all about tradition, right?
Yeah.
You know, and having fun. All right, how about this? You haven't really been to Alabama unless you've heard Roll Tide
Yeah.
as a greeting. Yeah, I guess some people say that. You haven't really been to Alabama unless you've eaten at the original Dreamland.
We went to a Dreamland, but I think you said it wasn't the original.
Well, the one I was talking about was, you know, the one in Tuscaloosa. It looks like a rundown.
Yeah. I was
You know,
so young,
shack.
I don't even remember.
But, you know, I told you about that story before, that the very first time I
didn't
ever
even
went
have
there, they still
floors.
had a dirt floor
Yeah.
before the health department said, you know what? If you're going to serve food, you probably should have something covering that dirt. Actually,
Okay.
that's probably what made it so good. But that's basically it. Let's see. I don't know if there was anything else. There was something about Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and a few things like that. And then there's a few more that they ask about. And real quick, one of the things they said was that you have seen the sign.
Here it is.
Yeah, on the
Right there.
interstate. You've tried to take a pic of the "Go to Church or the Devil Will Get You" sign while driving down the interstate.
Yeah, when the
That's a little
Native
local.
American men came and
Yeah.
visited with us, we were
Yes.
telling them about it.
I do remember.
Yeah,
Yep.
but well, it's time for another break. So we're gonna give y'all's ears a rest for a minute, and when we come back, we're gonna have sports with Mike. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll be right back. You're watching, listening, tuning into Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
And Dwayne
That's why I
Bell,
almost crashed into you.
he was like,
Oh,
he was
oh.
on autopilot.
Oh, the red light's on. Now, what does that mean? We're on. We're back on.
That means keep talking.
Morning Mayhem here at Piper Beach Radio. Taylor and Mike. It is beautiful Tuesday out there. Hey, you know we haven't even talked about the fact that we are
Live.
second day. Yeah, we are live from the Clanton Tractor Studio.
I thought that's what you were
But
about
I was
to
going
say.
to say that we are in our second day of 6 to
6-9.
9 today. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 to 9 this week, I think.
Yeah, the next
Or-
2 weeks.
Oh, next 2 weeks. Okay,
Yep.
did not realize that.
We're giving everyone a little
Yeah,
what is it
an
called?
adjustment.
Adjustment period. I was about to say accommodation, but that's not the word.
Yeah, adjustment. You just
I need to start reading a dictionary.
start with the A's.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
I
I
will.
recommend. Aardvark, I think, is the first word.
Arthur?
No, aardvark.
He's
It's 2 A's.
his name is Arthur.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's on PBS.
Now we're naming those.
He is an aardvark.
Really, I didn't realize Arthur was an aardvark.
Yeah.
You talking about the cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure was.
The things I don't know is just,
And now you know that.
you know.
I know the most
Infinite.
random dumb things, but like,
Yeah, me too.
but common.
The trivia
not there.
stuff.
Speaking of
watched-
trivia, we have trivia coming up in just a little
Oh,
while.
good, good. I'm really good at trivia.
Not music trivia, but
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead.
I think 32% was not too bad, considering, you know, most of those artists I never heard of.
Yeah.
Remember, I got 32%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think you were actually
Out of
that was
100.
That was what, as like in golf, it's like, you know, oh, I got a 5 on that one. Yeah, that was a generous 5. If you know what that means. It means somebody didn't count right. But I got a lot of sports going on today. First off is, and I meant to ask during the break, but I think we're covering some softball games this week down in Montgomery.
Out at Lagoon.
Yeah, the Lagoon Park. I guess it's the state playoffs. I mean, there's nothing else going on there.
Yeah.
But we had a local team that got removed from the tournament
I did see
because
that.
I think they had played too many games or
Or wait,
something.
I
don't
may
know
be
how
thinking
that
of a different
happens.
team.
It was Isabella High School.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I did
That's why
not see
say
that
our
one
team.
then.
When I say our team, I mean, you know, our county.
Yeah.
And this is what this article says, that they were both fined and placed on probation due to violations of the
Aw.
contest limitation rule. And the violations were self-reported, so it wasn't like, you know, they were trying to get away with something. I guess
Yeah.
one of those situations where they realized, I mean,
Just to mess
the
up.
list of rules is it's about like this, you know, to play softball, it's like a joke.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just like anything else. You know, there were 10 commandments, but, you know, the leaders knew better, and so there was 500, you know, amendments to the 10 commandments, 500 plus.
Well, I hate that for them.
But yeah, I know it. I hate it. But so I think there's a possibility that I get to do a game down there. Is it tomorrow?
Oh, fun.
Yep, tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Jason Green, who's our normal play-by-play guy, our usual play-by-play guy. He's not normal, but
I mean, are any of us? I'm not too sure.
I hope he's listening so he, you know, gets the joke. I'm sure he will. That's when you're at one of his summers, buddy. You're a target. You know, any minute he's gonna pick on you and tease you. You know, at everyone's expense. Of course, we all know he loves us, so it's fun. You know, it's funny. But anyway, so that's exciting to go down there. And I think I read where we have 6 teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess maybe now it's down to 5.
Oh.
I know. I hate that.
I know.
When I saw that, I thought, oh, well, I wonder who the teams are. And I thought, Isabella, what happened? I didn't know, you know.
I saw a couple weeks ago where Smith Station, they were
That's
fined and
that's over near Phoenix City.
yeah,
We're in Russell County.
they had some.
Well,
I think
actually,
it was like
Smith
some
Station
kind of
may
illegal
still be in
player.
Lee County. What?
I want to say it was like a player that they weren't supposed to have.
Yeah.
But they self-reported too.
And it said, and as I understood it, they had actually played the exceeded number of games they could play.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't really get into it too much, but that's what I understood. So
Yeah.
But hey, SEC baseball, that is coming up
Yeah.
starting Thursday. It's the last weekend for the regular season. I said yesterday
I'm so
that
shocked. It's always been on the weekend of my birthday. They moved it up a week this year.
is it have
Yeah.
they? Well, I mean they're still playing. I mean all these teams play. I mean if somebody the team that gets to the World Series and wins the World Series will have played pretty close to 70 baseball games.
Yeah.
In college. I mean, that just used to hardly ever happen. You know, it's more like 40. But they just, it's just like any other travel ball. It's like travel ball on
nonstop.
steroids, you know. Exactly, it's nonstop. But anyway, here's some of the matchups coming up starting Thursday. 12th ranked Arkansas will be at Kentucky. South Carolina is at Vanderbilt. Mississippi State is 13th ranked, playing at 10th ranked Texas A&M. 15th ranked Ole Miss plays at Alabama. I mean, Alabama's hottest team in the league right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they won 6 in a row, conference games in a row. Tennessee is at Oklahoma. Missouri is at number 6, Texas. Number 19, Florida visits LSU down in Baton Rouge. And number 4, Georgia plays number 5, Auburn. I mean, that is a big series right there. If for nothing more than bragging rights, just simply because Georgia, as I said yesterday, has already won the regular season title. So
Yeah.
and they got the number 1 seed coming up in the SEC tournament, which is in Hoover.
Yeah.
The week after. Next
Okay.
week. Next week.
That's right then. I thought you were saying it was this weekend.
No, this is the last series.
Okay.
The,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
always-
that's what they call them when they go for a 3-game. It's a 3-game series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just misunderstood you. It's always the weekend of, I guess, Memorial Day too, but my birthday.
Yeah, it is.
My birthday is May 21st. For anyone
That's
who
coming up,
did not
and-
know that.
Something I didn't get to mention yesterday, I don't think, was that in the SEC college softball tournament, Texas beat Alabama in the
Aw.
last game. But still, when the NCAA tournament was announced, Alabama was the overall number 1 seed,
Huh.
which I found that interesting because they were 3rd ranked
Yeah.
and had never really been. Of course, the thing about those rankings, a lot of those are just sports writers.
Yeah.
You know,
They've
when the
been-
computers get involved and they start going strength of schedule, I mean, any SEC team's going to be they're going to be higher ranked because of their schedule.
Yeah.
Like Auburn's baseball team has got rated the toughest schedule in the country,
Yeah.
and that's why they're like 3rd. What they call it, power ranking.
Yeah.
Have you heard that term,
I have.
power ranking? Yeah.
So is that so Texas won the tournament? They were the champion, or is there still more tournament to go?
Oh, that was just the SEC tournament. The
Yeah.
NCAA tournament. It's not started. It's in fact I have that schedule right here. I'm glad you mentioned that. It starts, this Friday. The overall number 1 seed Alabama hosts South Carolina upstate. That's their, I guess. I don't even know how you say it. USC upstate it says. And then Belmont and Southeast Louisiana. Belmont is out of Nashville. Southeast Louisiana, I think, is in Hammond, just above New Orleans. So that will be over in Tuscaloosa. I mean, Taylor, there's just so many SEC teams that are hosting these regionals.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas, plays Wagner, which I think they're out of New York, if I remember right. Wisconsin also, and Baylor is in that regional. And then in Norman, Oklahoma, who is, I believe, I don't think they won it last year, but they had won like 3 in a row, women's or girls. Oh, well, they call it women's. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I mean no offense if I say girls. Women's softball, but they have Binghamton, which I know is out of New York, and then also Michigan and Kansas in their region. And then in Lincoln, Nebraska, number 4, Nebraska will play South Dakota, and Louisville will play Grand Canyon out of Arizona in that regional. Here's another SEC team hosting a regional is Arkansas. They've got Fordham and South Florida and Washington in that regional. And then here's number 6 is Florida. They have Georgia Tech, Texas State, and Florida A&M in their regional. I mean, it's just like the SEC is just dominating here. In the Knoxville regional in Tennessee, number 7, they have Northern Kentucky and Indiana and Virginia. I like how they seem to have a lot of. They'll have one kind of, I don't know, out of pocket team, and then they'll have two good top 4 conference teams. So then you go out to L.A. UCLA is ranked number 8, but I think they were a little bit higher ranked in the regular season. Mm-hmm. They have teams California Baptist, and then South Carolina from the SEC travels out to Los Angeles and plays Cal State Fullerton. And then there's a Tallahassee regional, which is number 9 Florida State. They play Stetson, Jacksonville State. The Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Plays Central Florida. Then in Athens, the Georgia Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs will play Charleston. And then Clemson plays North Carolina Greensboro. Then out in Lubbock, Texas Tech plays Marist. I think they're in New York too. There's a lot of those small universities up there. And then Boston University will play Ole Miss. The Rebels go out to Lubbock. And then in Durham, North Carolina, number 12 Duke plays Howard College, and Arizona plays Marshall. And then in Stillwater, Oklahoma State plays Eastern Illinois. Princeton plays Stanford. And I believe the last one, there's 2 more. Eugene, Oregon, Mississippi State from the SEC travels out to Oregon and plays St. Mary's. And then Idaho State plays number 14 Oregon. And then Number 15, Texas A&M. And College Station plays UConn, and McNeese used to be McNeese State, but they're McNeese University now, kind of like Troy State.
Oh,
they
yeah.
dropped the state. Now they're McNeese plays Arizona State.
So there's
and the
a
last one
lot
was in
of
Baton
softball
Rouge.
going on.
Baton Rouge plays Akron out of Ohio, and Virginia Tech plays the South Alabama Jaguars. So there you have the NCAA women's tournament coming up.
Well, we're going to get a break. And we're at the top of the hour, just about it. So when we come up, there's a lot of fun stuff coming this hour. We're going to have trivia and nature walk talk and all the things, fun holidays. So we are going to be right back. Y'all stick around. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor.
Taylor and Mike.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
All right. Here we are back on Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike, Piper Peach Radio.
We're back,
On
baby.
Tuesday, May the 12th, 7:01. The weather is, we just like to keep things simple around here, mild.
That's right.
And so, anyway, we're back here. It's we're going 3 hours this week. The next 2 weeks, actually, this week and next. Get you guys kind of eased into the new time slot is going to be 6 to 8 every morning.
Yep.
It has been 7 to 9 for forever, I
Forever.
guess. Yeah. And so, but we're changing it because we think that more of you will be listening and watching. And so, prove us right. How's that? I like the way we were talking a minute ago about the SEC hosting so many women's softball, NCAA women's softball regional sites. Like Brian says, he says, in the SEC, it just means more.
Yeah.
That's one of those slogans we were talking about, like the lawyer slogans that people
yeah.
know. SEC has really sold themselves well.
They have.
Yeah.
I know at the tournament, they've got a big old, I guess it would be like a 3D statue type thing that you can take a picture with that says that
Okay.
at the baseball tournament.
Haven't done that. I
Yeah.
was thinking I might go to a baseball tournament game
fun.
or two
Yeah. And then they have like
this year.
They have the
That's at Hoover. The Hoover Met still,
yep,
right?
That's right. And they have I forgot what they call it, but it's like a fan space. It's inside. You can watch the game from inside. They have bouncy houses, arcade games, all kinds of stuff. I guess it's included with your ticket.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
But I think you have to have a ticket to get in. So we want to thank our sponsors, Chilton Mobile Home Supply and Central Alabama Wellness. Also Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Sorry, I did not wait. I mean, it's been an hour. We should have already done this. But I cracked it open. Mike, you should have heard it. It was beautiful. And with Coca-Cola as a sponsor.
I finally cut on my comments, the fan zone. That's right, Brian. I forgot what it was called. I finally cut on my comments and realized that you do not have a sixth sense. My mom told you that we live 14 miles from the post office.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No,
you didn't
realize that I was comments on.
You did not realize that I was quoting
like,
your mom.
Where are you getting this from?
I thought you saw that. And
No.
Yeah, I thought I would just act
But
like.
even then,
act like I thought about it. I said, it's approximately 14 miles.
But even then, like, it feels so much further than 14 miles. But I don't know. So I said when we came back that we were going to do a trivia. So we have early bird trivia, which it's not early for us, but I guess it's early for some of y'all. And we also have the fun holidays today. So today there are two that stood out. And it's national, or it may be international. It's Nurses Week.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. And also we got to go out to Jeff State. They graduated. They had their pinning ceremony. I'll talk about that in a minute. You go on with what you're going to say. Nurses Week.
Well, today is National Limerick Day.
Limerick Day.
Yeah. And
Irish Limerick.
Right? Yeah. One
Irish?
of the trivia questions is how many lines is in a limerick? So y'all leave a comment and let us know how many you think a limerick is. It is also National Nutty Fudge Day. I love a good fudge. No.
It's not right?
Not right.
Oh, man.
And one of the trivia questions for that holiday is, what nut is not actually a nut?
I know.
And it's National Odometer Day. Check your car's mileage to plan for a safe journey.
Oh, I thought it was going to be National Roll Back Your Odometer Day.
No, that is also incorrect. You're 0 for 0. You're 0 for 2.
0 for 2.
Not 0 for 0. You're 0, 0, 2.
I didn't walk.
You didn't walk. You got
if
2
you walk,
strikes.
it doesn't count as an at
Two
bat.
strikes. Here's another one. What woman is known as the
Batter, batter,
founder
batter.
for modern nursing?
I'm sorry. Could you read that again? I was trying to
I'll
talk
read all
over
3.
you.
Y'all can answer all 3, or
right.
you can answer whichever one you want to in the comments.
No Googling now. It's not, this is, we're doing the honor system here.
Early bird trivia number 1. What nut is not actually a nut? Number 2, limerick is how many lines? How many lines are in a limerick? And 3, what woman is known as the founder for modern nursing?
I know that one because that was talked about. I told you I just went to it.
Yay! You got one. You
I
made
believe
it 30 again. Good job.
Well, see, look at that. What somebody else wrote.
No.
I think we are correct.
Well, Google said.
See, you can't Google, but we can. I mean, come on, we're the host.
Oh, man.
We have to have some advantage.
Yeah.
All right,
so we'll
go
give
ahead.
y'all a minute to answer that in the comments. Oh, Mom got the nursing one right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
So,
Well-
last week was Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yes, I know that because we appreciated our granddaughter's teacher.
Aw.
We did.
That's so nice. I know I got some good teacher appreciation gifts. I was excited.
Well, I hesitate to tell you what we did.
What'd y'all do?
We gave her a gift card to the new spa place.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
The Well Spa?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's right there, the old part of the old Clanton Furniture building.
That is so nice.
Yep. Well, I thought it would be. Well, was my wife's idea.
Yeah.
Of course, I have to go get it. But
No, Brian, not a coconut.
he's good. I think they're actually thinking about it rather
think
than
so.
Googling it. Although
No one's answered the limerick one. How many lines is a limerick?
How long are we going to give them before we give them the answer? Going to wait an
I
hour?
don't know. I have a limerick here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I wrote a limerick.
All right, let me count the lines. Is that right? Is that all
Yeah.
it is?
It's kind of like a haiku, if you will.
Excuse me?
A haiku.
Okay.
A haiku.
I was going to say bless you, but I don't know if that's what I should say or not. I don't know what that means.
Haikus are more, I think they're more complex than a limerick because you have to have a certain number of syllables. I want to say it's either
that's just
3
way
or
too
4
complicated.
lines. It's a certain number of syllables in the first and third, and then in the middle it's different.
Which one is that? One of them is 14. I know the answer was.
I don't know.
I forget what that is called.
It's nothing I got answers to.
I can't remember.
A paragraph?
My English. No. My English teacher would be disappointed. Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Sue Smith was one of the best.
Really?
Best I had. Yep. She sure was.
I'm going to read you my limerick.
All right. Here we are. I like the way you clears your throat. I'm
more-
ready now. Sorry. I'll be quiet. Listen, if you want me to be quiet, the best way to do it is just tell me to be quiet because once I'm told to be quiet,
Zip
I'm
it, please.
quiet. What? All right. I think you tell me to be quiet.
On Morning Mayhem, they laugh and they play with Mike and with Taylor each day. On Piper Peach Air, they're a wild, funny pair, bringing chaos and fun on the way.
Very good. I like
Hey,
that.
snap!
Where
You
is-
snapped at poetry readings.
Where is Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
here, we'll do one.
Remember, I can only do one.
Just do one hand.
You remembered. I told you I have an injured thumb, and I just can't. I can't force it to work. It just doesn't do it.
Yeah, I mean it's making a. It sounds like a windbreaker.
I know. It's like something that's just not quite there. That's what they always said about me. You know that mic says something's just not quite there.
It's the thumb.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it had anything to do with it. but
Brian
yeah.
got a good answer for limericks.
He
He said
did.
limericks are 5 lines,
That's
and that is correct. So limericks are 5 lines.
If our sound guy was in here, we'd have
Cheers
applause
and applause
and stuff. But he's not in here. I don't know what happened.
Man, I don't know.
We're on our own.
Always. The woman that is known as the founder for modern nursing is Florence Nightingale, and the nut that is not actually a nut is a peanut. I always say this wrong. What is that?
Legume.
Legume. I always say legume.
Well, I'm trying to remember something else as a legume that you think. But, I think I do remember that about the peanut, which
Yeah.
is kind of unusual, right?
I know Mom said cashew because there was this thing. I forgot what the actual funniness behind it was, but I feel like maybe she didn't know cashews grew on trees or something. It was something funny. It was some kind of little inside joke that her and Dad had going on before I was born, or either too young to know. So
Well, with the nursing, I got to go. I mentioned a minute ago about going out. My wife and I, we went to, and Victoria, our granddaughter, went with us, and we all went to Jeff State for the pinning ceremony of the graduating nursing class there at Jeff State.
yeah,
And we have a good friend there who graduated, Jade McWhorter. Give her a shout out.
Woo, congrats.
She did so good, or they all have done so good. And I got to tell you, I love to go somewhere where somebody is really, obviously, very proud of what they do.
Oh, yeah.
And takes great pride in doing a good job. And Jeff State people obviously take great pride in their training, that they provide. And so, I forget the gentleman's name who was the president. I want to say Chris, but I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to even say this. But when you brought up the fact that it was National Nursing Week or something like that, you called it.
Yeah.
And they talked about Florence Nightingale. But this pinning ceremony was huge. They go through and they it's a big part of it. It's like they get their opinion. I mean, they're just that much closer to being, nurses.
Yeah.
And the way that they basically have to have a servant's heart, Taylor, to put up with all of us when we're sick and not feeling well or been, cut on or something, But they talked about Florence Nightingale, and they gave out the Florence Nightingale Award to some young lady. And again, I'm not prepared to say, but it was really something because they talked about Florence, and she was a nurse first in the Civil War.
Oh, wow.
And trying to treat and comfort, literally hundreds of thousands of soldiers who had been wounded, and of course a bunch of them were killed in that war, and then she began. And then she began to train other nurses, as she got older and it got past the war and we got into Reconstruction and everything in that era of our country. It was fascinating to have someone who had sacrificed so much of their time and put so much of their effort towards providing comfort to others.
Yeah.
I thought that was really neat. And it was neat.
Yeah.
Well, look, at 7:13, we're going to take a break here at Piper Beach Radio here on the Morning Mayhem. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Forecast update for today. Partly sunny, a high of 81, 59 tonight. Lower 80s on Wednesday, and I don't see any rain right on through the upcoming weekend. That is the latest in your forecast. I'm meteorologist J.P. Dice here on Piper Beach Radio.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Hey, here we are, back again.
We are back. We want to say thank you to 2 more sponsors this morning.
That's right.
Potter Up. I feel like we should have talked about them when we did sports.
That
would
is
have been a
something
good
we
one.
could probably work that out. Yeah, that's my
feel like
little that's my little putting sound, Taylor.
Yeah. Let's tap it in. Give it a little tap. Putter Up, thank you so much for being a sponsor. They are a fun date night, family night out.
That's exactly
event.
right. Mm-hmm.
And then also the Chilton Chamber, they keep us up to date on community happenings and everything going on. So thank you all so much for sponsoring our show. We did our trivia. We had a good time with that. Mom said she is a cashew queen. That she can tell you anything you need to know about a cashew. So
She
if you're
says
curious,
it's a cashew apple seed. Now I've never heard that part, but I've always heard that it wasn't a nut.
yeah. Well,
Sure
I don't
tastes
know.
good though.
They do taste good. I like a cashew. Mm-hmm. But we did trivia, so You missed out on that, unfortunately. But now we're going to do Chilton News. And also, I wanted to remind y'all about the rodeo coming up. That's this week.
I know.
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, we had Carrie and
Brent, I believe.
on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm so bad with names.
The Davenports were on, and they're very excited about it. I'm really hoping, and I know my wife is listening, I hope that we can go this Friday night. She loves to watch the rodeo on television. I'm like, well, let's go see it live, you know. Let's see. You know,
right
and
here
I
in
told her
town.
we get far enough away as we could so that we'd be less likely, you know, for a charging bull to jump over the fence after.
Anything
It's like,
crazy.
honey, let's go on a train ride. Well, but we could, the train could derail.
Oh,
you know?
my goodness.
It's always.
She's a glass half empty type of person.
No, not at all. But she's just very cautious.
She's a don't spill my water that's in my glass type of person.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means.
She don't want anything to happen to the water.
No, she don't want anything to happen to water. Don't want anything to happen to her or to us. So it's, you know, it's.
I feel that.
But I would love. I know, me too. But at the same time, I don't think of it
YOLO.
quite that way. Yeah.
You know what YOLO is? Are you up to date on that slang?
No,
That's
I'm sorry,
old now.
no,
I don't think the kids are saying that anymore. It means you only live once.
Yellow.
YOLO.
Oh, YOLO. Okay.
Yeah, it means live your life. You're gonna die
YOLO.
anyway.
YOLO. Okay.
Like, say you were gonna go skydiving. YOLO. Jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
But with a parachute.
I'd probably yell at something else if I was jumping out of the plane.
Mike to me. YOLO.
I don't get riled. Oh
A
gosh!
pen doesn't get thrown at you because
Well,
I
you
feel like
know-
that would hurt you.
You know what next week is, don't you?
No.
Next week
My birthday.
are our local elections.
Oh,
You know.
thought you were gonna say it was my birthday.
Well, I didn't know that. Is it your birthday?
Yeah, I've said it 3 times on air today.
Oh, today you did?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Where have I been?
don't know.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
during sports, so you were just like,
Oh, sorry.
stop talking right now.
Really?
This is
Stop.
my time. It says sports with Mike, not Taylor.
You see that logo? That's what that means.
Well, tell us
We have
about
our space. For the elections.
the elections.
Well, we have, I believe it's 3 for county-wide. We have the revenue commissioner, which, by the way,
Yeah, that
know.
kind of goes hand in hand with our guests that we
yeah,
have
that's right.
today
We have a guest coming up. And
at 8.
then we have the superintendent of education, which, you know, we've had the incumbent, Corey Clemens. We've had him on the air, and you
Yep.
interviewed Jamie Galt. She's his opponent.
Yep.
And then you also interviewed Carol Cook.
Heather interviewed her.
Oh, that's right. And that was Carol
Carter.
Carter Cook. Okay.
I think
Or
it's
was it Cook Carter?
Carol Carter.
I'm sorry.
Carol Cook
I
Carter.
don't mean to
I think it's Carol Carter Cook.
bash. No disrespect, ma'am.
I'm just so terrible with names.
I just messed it
can't.
up. But she's running for
I even mess
judgeship
up my
as
own
well
last
as
name.
Allie Patterson and Bradley Eckdale, I think, or Erkdale.
Yeah.
Something like that. I apologize again because it's not in front of me. Normally I could be reading those things and getting it
No.
right. So we have those elections coming up, and I don't think there's anything local as far as a municipal election. But you know, Taylor, that's all been kind of thrown up in the air in these last 10 days with the Supreme Court ruling about the congressional maps. You know,
Yeah.
it said state of Louisiana used racial justification for changing their maps. Supreme Court said, nope, you can't. Basically, it said racism is racism, no matter who's doing it. And so they can't use race as a basis for these maps anymore. Well, Alabama had redrawn their maps back in 2023, I believe it was, and it was keeping right now it's back then rather it was 6 heavily Republican districts to 1 heavily Democrat area. And now Alabama got sued. They got an injunction against them to vacate the map and to basically redraw the map, which to include a second Democratic area. And when they did that, of course, Alabama wasn't happy, and I realized that as I did some more research on it, that they said that it would be, they had to put that in abeyance, I guess, or hold off on using that map until at least 2030. So I mean, that would have been 7 years, but with the decision coming up out last week from the U.S. Supreme Court regarding the Louisiana maps that said race could no longer be used, Alabama filed an emergency. I forget what it was called. I've got it right here somewhere. What was it? Anyway, Steve Marshall, who's Alabama's current Attorney General, is running for U.S. Senate. Excuse me. Filed an emergency. I forget what the actual phrase is. Let's see if I got it. It's basically a motion, but it's let's see, where did it say here? But it did say that, it's a big deal. It's a big story, and we can go into it a little bit later. But what it boils down to is that A.G. Marshall asked the U.S. Supreme Court to come back as quickly as they could because our elections are next week, a week from today. And they came out yesterday and said, hey, we're ordering that this case be remanded and sent back, and this decision vacated by this Alabama federal court that said that Alabama could not use the map that they had drawn. And I got to tell you, I agree with A.G. Marshall. Majority rules. By golly, we've had it shoved down our throats here in Alabama for years. People sue us like the ACLU. That's the American Civil Liberties Union. You may have heard of it. It's a very left-leaning, progressive organization, as well as the Southern Poverty Law Center. They just file these, just keep Alabama constantly tied up in court, because of, quote, decisions they've made. Well, now that there is this literally supermajority on the U.S. Supreme Court, and I don't like to say that states can do whatever they want, because that's just being too arrogant. And I would like to think that we would be more self-restrained than that, and I think we are. But this idea that the state can't draw its own maps, that is just hogwash. And then finally, the Supreme Court agreed. This is just unprecedented, Taylor. For my whole life, the Supreme Court has been basically a 5-4 decision. In other words, sometimes it's 5 conservatives, sometimes it's 5 liberals who are in the majority. Well, now it's 6 conservatives because of what President Trump did his first term. He was able to appoint 3 justices in one term, which is just, it never happened before. At least I don't think it's happened before. Forgive me if my U.S. history is a little rusty. But anyway, the bottom line is that Alabama can, and A.G. Marshall said it very, very plainly. He said, hey, it's up to us to decide what our congressional maps look like. It's not up to some federal court. So that's a big victory for conservatives. They're gonna reinstitute or bring back to life the map that was thrown out in 2023, which means that this upcoming election is going to be something. It's going to be quite a mess because, hey, all the ballots are already printed. Everybody is thinking that we've got this, new district that they're going to be voting in. So it's going to be a bit chaotic. Yeah. But Wes Allen, who is the current state auditor, I believe I'm correct there, he has got a plan to deal with it, and I fully expect it to be executed. There'll be some type of, not exactly a primary or a runoff, but there will be a second election. There'll be a special election because it'll, this first one, they're going to go on proceed as planned now, and then about a month or so from now, they'll have another special election, and it's not going to. They don't have provisions in it for a runoff, so it's basically winner takes all. It's, you know why they have a runoff, right? Because no candidate gets over 50% of the votes. Yeah. If you get 50% of the votes and you got 5 people in the race, then hey, you're the winner because you've got the majority of the votes. But if you get 40%, then typically the top two would run off. But in this particular issue or election, this special election, it'll be a winner take all. It'll be, you could win with 25%, depending on how many people are running. But that'll be interesting to see. But it's expected that it will be another Republican representative for the state of Alabama, which will make it the balance six Republicans to one Democrat. So it's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
Yep, coming up.
Well,
But, I kind of got off there and got to the state news, but it does
That's
affect
okay.
it affects our county.
Yeah,
I mean
it
it does affect us because eventually we're going to be voting for this representative.
yeah.
So or somebody will be.
And speaking of the voting coming up and the election coming up, our guest coming today is running the election. She'll be here at 8. And so right now we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about some more things before she comes. So y'all hang in there. You're tuning in to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor and Mike. We'll see y'all in a minute.
Forecast update for today. Partly sunny, a high of 81, 59 tonight. Lower 80s on Wednesday. And I don't see any rain right on through the upcoming weekend. That is the latest in your forecast. I'm meteorologist J.P. Dice here on Piper Peach Radio.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Sounds like Edward G. Robinson or something.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Morning Mayhem. It's 7:31. It's 69 degrees outside. It's getting out of the mild. And getting a little warmer.
Getting to the warm. It's definitely warm. I've got the ceiling fan on all night.
Yeah. But I'll take this over it being chilly.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'd rather it be hot than cold.
Absolutely. Me too. Hey, my friend Tracy Edwards is watching.
Oh,
Good morning,
hi.
Tracy.
We're off it, baby.
Uh-oh, now you're watching.
I can't stand
Nothing.
up when we're airing. You need to do your job, sir. I'm just playing.
Yeah. Sorry.
I really do think that
it's
we
going
made-
in my report.
Huh?
I said it's going in my report.
Oh.
I've got a
know what you
long
said.
report. I've got a lot of problems with you people.
We're putting it in our notebook. What is that when you file a grievance? We're putting that in our grievance folder.
Yeah, exactly.
We do need to look, though, and see. I'm sure there's a button on there that you can turn off the sleep mode. Because that's what it's doing. It's going to sleep.
Is that what it's doing?
Yeah.
Wake up.
But
Doesn't do
anyway,
any good to yell at it.
yeah. Throw a pencil
Yeah.
at it or something.
Yep.
It's May the 12th. It's 69 degrees outside, and it is, I don't know what I was about to say. We're coming at you live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. Thank you so much to Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles to choose from.
What did Bill call them yesterday? The pre-loved or something like that?
I don't know.
Previously loved cars.
Yeah.
Most of us, do you have a name for your car?
I have not named my new car. My white car's name is Phoebe.
Phoebe. See?
Yeah.
Yep, Phoebe.
What's your car's name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Yep.
The Ram.
Ronnie Ram.
Love
yep.
that.
Back in the day, I had Donnie Dodge.
Wow.
So I thought,
Donnie and
Ronnie
Ronnie, were they
Ram,
twins?
and I petted. I'm like, please keep going. Please keep going,
I know, Phoebe, I say that she's went through some stuff in life. That
Yeah.
She's in a valley. She looks like she's been through some stuff. But she's reliable now.
Oh, that's
She's
funny.
reliable. You
I
can't
know.
always go on looks.
Yeah.
So, but thank you, Larry Puckett Chevrolet. If y'all are in the market for a new used vehicle, definitely check them out.
That's definitely a place to go. That's
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
And then also, thank you to, I think we've said everybody just about.
Well, we have Farmers Furniture.
Farmers Furniture,
And Woods
that's right.
Surfside Marina.
Oh,
and
I was thinking about them earlier, but I didn't say
I
it.
think we've mentioned everybody now, so,
think so.
that's good.
So
Thank
earlier in the hour, I said that we were going to have nature walk talks, and Mike said that he's got some good stuff for us today. So if you don't know, tell the people who are maybe tuning in for the first time exactly what we're talking about. What is it that you do every day, 6 times a day?
I live on a loop there at north of Jemison. The loop is not complete, so it's basically a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go a lot further up, but there's a couple of hills there and some really blind spots, and I like to get run over a couple of times. So I decided I would change my route.
Yeah.
So I'd be less likely to be run over. But I just walk in front of. I mean, this is literally within maybe all told a half a mile, but I walk back and forth. And I'm just constantly amazed at what I see in that little small area with wildlife in particular. Last night I was walking and we have barred owls.
Yeah.
And I always didn't realize there was a difference between a barred owl and a barn owl, but there is. Yeah, there is. And these barred owls, and I think it's Barred. They are very territorial. And they're also, when I say that means to me, they protect their territory from outsiders, and they also stick around within about a 2 or 3 mile radius. So in other words, all these owls I'm actually seeing are probably
The same one.
the same ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's several of them. But last night, I don't know what their rituals are. Their, how can I say, reproductive rituals?
Yeah.
Actually, I just mean mating, but you know what I mean. I don't know what their rituals are, but I was walking, and I was hearing one chirping. I think I told you one time that I heard a bobcat, and it was chirping, kind of, yelping, whatever. It was just kind of barking almost. But that was what I was hearing, and I thought. And that was really close, too. And, Taylor, I didn't really like that because I didn't have my gun on me. And I was like, man, why didn't I bring my gun?
Yeah.
Because you just don't ever know when some rabid something's going to charge out of the woods.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think about.
I
Or
saw...
step on a big snake,
Not to change the subject, but I saw in a news article that last week there were 2 or 3 animals, like in Elmore County, with rabies that had been.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times those animals sneak up on you from behind you, and you don't even know they're there until the teeth are
They latch onto you. Yeah.
sunk into your ankle, or something. Yeah. But anyway, I'm hearing this noise, and it's really close, and I'm a little uncomfortable because basically I got a flashlight. Although it is a heavy-duty flashlight, it could do some damage to something, And then I hear this owl, and this owl's making this funny sound, and then this thing that was chirping it's an owl.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, well, you're throwing your voice, you're imitating another animal.
Yeah.
And then one flew across it right in front of me. I mean, above
And
me.
you're like, whoa.
Above me. And and I had my light off, and I was being still because I didn't want them. I don't want to disturb them.
Yeah.
But when I saw it fly across like the moonlight, I guess I'll say, I put the light on it and I watched it, and I watched it perch.
So you did go.
Yeah, I did exactly. It was this way though. You went that way.
Oh, okay,
It was this way. Okay. Yeah, to your right, left to right. But anyway, it was really cool. I thought because immediately it landed, and it took off back across the other way where it had just flown from, and then the other one took off and it flew this way, and they were just getting after each other. I mean, they were making noises. It's just
They're just having a grand old time.
something I had not witnessed very often. I mean, I heard them plenty of times, but now, Jerry Wayne, do you mean never go out unarmed, or do you
I think
mean
he does.
never go out armed? I think he means unarmed.
I think so.
But he's watching. Jerry has, unarmed. That's right. Okay. But Jerry has started doing some cooking on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
And he had some Mexican corn yesterday
Oh, I love Mexican
on his
corn.
grill.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, that looks good. And I asked him how it turned out. He said, well, it probably needed just a little more butter. But you know,
Never too much butter.
never too much
I know, I
butter.
met with
I've
my-
never had something go, oh man, that's got too much butter.
I
in it.
met with my dietitian
like
Friday. She's from Nevada.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, first off, okay, I'm not meaning to change the subject, but the first time I met her, she was like, why, you say you eat out, y'all eat dinner at fast food restaurants this many times. Why do you feel like you eat out that much? And I'm like, well, because I think that if I cook dinner, I should have to cook like a meat and then like 2 or 3 sides and bread. And she's like, why? And I was like, because I'm from the South. What are you talking about? Like, that's what a dinner is. And well,
Yeah, exactly.
this week, she was like, Ron, how many vegetables do you think you eat? And I was like, I eat vegetables. And she's like, okay, how are you cooking them? Like, are you roasting them? And I was like, I cook them in butter. And like, it was so funny because before that she asked, like, do you eat butter or do
Butter
you,
and chicken
what
broth.
do you, yeah. She was like, what types of fat do you use to cook your food in? And I'm like, butter. And she's like real butter? And I'm like, yeah, I don't use margarine. It's plastic. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't think butter's bad for you. Butter's good for the soul. So he probably did need more butter.
Yes.
On his corn.
That's what he said. Now, Brian,
I know that
I don't
went
know if he's
off on a
being
trail,
critical,
but-
being critical of my story because I'm shining lights at owls, but he says, owls are really sensitive to the,
Yeah,
to the
they
light.
are.
It throws them, he said, off center.
You were
They don't ever look off center to me. They look like
really.
that sometimes they can be irritated if I'm,
Yeah.
if I'm not real close to them, which is pretty rare that
He
I'm
was
real
probably
close to them.
irritated because he was trying to find a girlfriend, and you were out here just spotlighting around,
But
blocking the love.
Also, I saw, I think it was 17 deer.
My gosh.
And these are definitely different. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
way, because I'm going a half a mile this way. I mean, I know they can run very fast, and it could technically be the same, but it's not.
It's not the same
It's
one.
not the same ones. But anyway, I saw those, and then I had 2 different possums run across in front of me. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'm just kind of shine up in the tree because I'm looking for anything, really.
Yeah.
And I spot at a very long distance away 2 sets of eyes looking at me from about 60 feet up in the air.
Were they orange?
No, they were not. But they were, I believe they were possums, or actually, I believe that they were raccoons.
Okay. Me and Bailey.
And I thought, let's chase those things up in that tree, because that's really the only reason they go up there,
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think the grand total. Oh, and an armadillo, and those things they're so funny. They are impervious. They don't even they could care less that I'm
Really?
standing there, and they literally
they don't really
come out of the
roll
woods
up.
and walk. Within about 3 feet of me, and I just stand there.
Oh, it's just Mike.
But I got my light on them, so I'm sure they can't. They probably don't even realize I'm standing there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll scratch my foot on the ground just to watch them run. Like,
I always thought they rolled up. They don't roll up, really?
Well, they will if you try
If
to.
they were really scared?
Yeah, if you were trying to hurt them.
I told Bailey, I feel like roly-polies are the armadillos of bugs.
What are?
Roly-polies.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we also saw a possum. I forgot where we were when we saw it, but it might have even been last night. I don't remember, but it was sometime. And it ran out in front of us, and me and Bailey both said at the same time, we were like, that is skedaddling. Like, if skedaddle was, if you could see skedaddling, that was it.
We know what that is.
Yeah.
That's a good Southern term.
And we both were like, you're
It
have to
means
tell
haul
Mike.
and tail,
I have to
doesn't
tell
it?
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Got
was
skedaddle
funny.
on out of you.
Well, it's time to go to break, but we don't have anybody here to send us to break, so.
Jerry said he's going to start fixing
I don't know.
on his grill tonight. He's going to have possum on the half shell.
Oh, yum. Delish.
Oh, gosh. But
Well,
anyway, it's always interesting to me. I mean, that was 22, I think, animals.
Yeah.
Last night I saw on
That's
one walk.
crazy.
And that's something just in this
have you
little
heard any unusual
section.
birds lately?
No, pretty much the typical. I have not heard our
Chuck will widow.
Chuck wheel. I know it's some sort of wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've not heard
You
one of those
know-
lately.
The lady with Cog Hill Farms, they come on with us a
I
good
heard-
bit.
yeah.
Her and her daughter go birding. And I saw where they went, I want to say down to Dothan, maybe, or Fairhope, maybe Dauphin Island, somewhere down South Alabama. And they were like helping band birds and all that. I was like, that's so cool.
How do you catch a bird and band them?
I don't know.
Like
And Bailey has a
lure
professor.
them in, you know, with a treat.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Like fishing, but for birds.
Well,
But Bailey has a professor. Her name's Shelly. Well, not anymore. He graduated. But anyway, she's really involved in like whooping crane conservation. And so I keep telling them I want to invite her on because she actually has like a T-shirt that we call her Wild for Whoopers because she's got a shirt that says that. And when I went to
Yeah.
the meeting,
Yeah.
that's what she was wearing. And I was like, she is wild for whoopers. She's all about it. I think that would be a neat guest to have.
it would be. I have seen in the creek. You know, I don't mean to harp on, but it is nature talk time, right?
Yeah.
I have seen in our creek, which is just about at the widest point, maybe 10 feet across. You know, it's pretty small. But I have seen either there's some sort of those long-legged birds.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that are
Like a
in there.
heron or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or egret, I think. You know, isn't that another long one?
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever it is, you know, walking in the creek, and
I love those
obviously
little birds.
they're fishing. You know, I mean, they're trying to eat, and just to watch them, it's like there it is, right there. You know, I think of them as being an ocean type
I
birds.
know,
you know, and
yeah.
there they are, right here in the creek. I've seen ducks. I mean, just
Aw.
all kind of stuff. You just think, I don't know. I don't think of that
You
as
ever
being
see
any.
crawfish?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch. Mhm.
Really?
Well, a few. They changed the city came out and had to change the where I used to see them was at the culvert, and they changed the culvert from one pipe to two, so they had to redo all of that. So all their little habitat got all messed up, and I haven't really seen a lot of them since then. A few,
Yeah.
but have you ever seen one? Like I see them walking across the road. Like one time it was a really hard flood, and it was like I'm walking and I mean the water is just rushing in the creek, you know.
Yeah.
And on the road is this little crawdad, and they're walking sideways. That's what they walk. They don't walk,
is
you know, like straight
wild.
at you. They walk sideways.
Yeah.
And I thought, look at that thing, and I got up to it. And it's like, all right, don't touch me, Mister. I got you. You know, I never fool with them. I never.
No.
I mean,
I see a lot of people post, and I think they're mainly in Louisiana that post, but where when it rains a lot, they'll be in their yard, but they dig holes and get in the
birds do?
holes. No, the crawfish.
oh, I didn't know
They
that.
get in holes. And so I've seen where people like, they'll put hot dog or something, like they'll tie a string to it and put it down in the hole and then like fish for crawfish in the holes.
Yeah, how about that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would prefer to raise them, you know, and where they scoop
Scoop
them
'em
up,
up.
the giant net.
Yep.
Have
It
you ever been
almost-
to a crawfish bowl?
Yeah.
You've seen them dump them out of these giant coolers and just dump out cooler after cooler, and there's just be thousands of them.
Yeah.
You just
I
scoop
don't
up
really
what you
care
want.
for boiled crawfish as much as I do just like Cajun crawfish dishes.
Right, where the crawfish is already peeled.
Yeah.
I like that better too.
Which I think that if I over season my food, So I think the crawfish bowl that I went to, they didn't season my food as much as I would have. And I think if I tried different crawfish, I would like it.
I've never been one to suck the head. And
No,
eat
I
the
don't do
tail.
all that.
Mm-mm.
No, I just
like
eat the tail. Yeah.
but not the.
And if it's got big claws, I cracked the claw and ate the claw before.
Jerry says they're on the menu.
Yeah.
The Chinese buffet every day.
Deason got
Did
so
not know
scared.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deason got freaked out because Bailey got a couple and he come and sat down. He said, "Dad, you have bugs on your plate. Don't eat the bugs."
You know, they do call them mud bugs,
I know.
right? Yeah.
And he was so grossed out.
I think I told a story about that where I was in Acadiana, which is just a part of Louisiana that is
Yeah.
just so Cajun. We went to eat at this restaurant, and even though they were out of season, we still ate at the round table, the crawfish table. You know, where you throw all your shells into
Right in the middle.
in the garbage can,
Yeah.
right there. You know, there's no time, just throw it in there right then. But I think of that place fondly because listening to that one man talk, it was like I wish I had recorded it.
I know. I love it.
It was so Justin Wilson. I think that was his name. You ever heard of that? The chef Justin Wilson, the Cajun.
Is that the
The Cajun chef. I think it's Justin Wilson. I think that's his name.
who's Stale Cracker? What's his name?
Who? Stale Cracker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's a Cajun.
Okay, it's probably the same guy.
Influencer,
But
too.
well, you may be. I don't know. Bailey says you got something. Sorry, I can't. I'm sorry.
No.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
It's a no from me.
Can't do it. What's in there? What's
Hey,
in
we
there?
don't need your signs. You missed a break.
Yeah, exactly. Sure have.
Well, we're just going to take breaks when we're told to because time don't matter and we're just here.
Apparently not. Oh, you've done all this work.
All right, we're going to go to break for real, though. And when we come back, we have our guest here. She's a little bit early, so y'all stick around, and we will be right back. You're watching Morning Mayhem, or you're tuning in on the radio with Taylor and Mike and Taylor.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
The plans you have for your property need the right equipment. Kubota has reliable tractors, utility vehicles, and mowers to help you make the most of your land, along with strong dealer support. Stop by today to explore our lineup. Right now, bring home select Kubota BX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $1,500. Now through February 28th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Get by Clanton Tractor today or visit ClantonTractor.com.
Need care fast? Come see us at Chilton Urgent Care, 1210 7th Street South in Clanton. We offer efficient care with minimal wait times and a wide array of services, including on-site x-rays, wound care, and quick assistance with urgent needs. Medicare and most private insurance and private pay welcome. No appointment needed. Walk in Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 8 to 4. Call 205-280-0620. Chilton Urgent Care. Quality care when you need it.
Everybody has to kind of jam now. All right, here we are back on Piper Pizza Radio, the Morning Mayhem with Taylor and Mike. We are joined with our guest this morning, our current Chilton County Revenue Commissioner, Tim Little. Tim, welcome.
Good morning.
And a candidate for Revenue Commissioner is Michelle Headley. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have y'all.
Thank you for having us.
So what's going on this morning?
Another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise. That's right. Well, Tim, what's going on in the Revenue Commissioner's office this month? I mean, is there any? There's some months. Well, every month I guess is tag deal, right? Because we stagger it by our last names in the state.
We only tags only come current 11 months out of the year. The month of December, nobody's renews during the month of December.
I didn't realize that.
Yes,
Me neither.
but that's a month that most people buy vehicles, new vehicles, so you still got titles and all that good stuff.
Right,
and
right.
Deal with the MLIs and
What about property taxes? Is that's October?
It starts October 1st.
Okay.
And basically runs through the end of this week.
Okay.
Okay. You asked what it was going on now.
Yeah.
Okay. Our tax sale was this past Monday. Okay. After the tax sale, we go 5 days that we can't do anything. This is government. Nothing we do hardly makes sense. But the tax sale was on Monday.
These are the rules.
Yes.
Right.
All right. We got a 5-day grace period that anybody's property that's sold in a tax sale, they have the chance to come in to pay the taxes.
Is that redemption? Is that the redemption?
Well, it's not to a redemption.
Okay.
A redemption process. The redemption process will start basically day 6.
All right, I got you.
Yes, but But yes, we start collecting property tax on October the 1st, and we do that. They become delinquent the last day of December. And, you know, that's December. The revenue commissioner, he doesn't think much about the motor vehicle department the month of December. It's
Exactly.
pretty quiet over there. He's got plenty to do. So, anyway, but.
That's a good maintenance period, I guess, huh? Perhaps for.
It is for the motor vehicle department.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Right.
thinking for them.
Right.
I didn't finish my
Yes.
total thought, but yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us, Tim, how long have you been the revenue commissioner? It's been quite a while now, hasn't it?
Good little while. I think I've been there 23 years, right at 23.
23 years. How about that?
Yes.
Now, how did you become interested in politics and in this position in particular?
I lost a bet.
You lost a bet.
No, I didn't lose a bet. I didn't lose a bet.
It's all right. You can joke around. We know you're joking.
Well, I've always been intrigued with politics. And my background, I come from an agricultural background.
Okay. You grew up here
I
in
grew up
Clanton,
here in
Chilton
Chilton
County, right?
Been here my whole life. My mother and father owned a John Deere tractor dealership here, and kind of grew up in it. And all I ever wanted to do was farm, but that wasn't in the cards.
It's,
Okay. I'm trying to think back to the day. It would have been right prior to when when I ran the first time for revenue commissioner. My father, mother, sister, and myself had decided that we were going to sell the tractor business. And nobody knew we were going to sell the tractor place. So that put me in a position. I was too young to retire or whatever at that point. So I mean, I had to have something to do.
Sure.
Always been intrigued with politics. But I didn't have to have the job. And I think in some of these positions, you need somebody that doesn't make decisions based on a vote. I've never made one decision based on a vote.
Mm-hmm.
I've never took money in a campaign. That was because of my father. Father told me he'd help me, but if I ever took a penny from anybody, he was through helping.
how about
And
that?
that way, anybody that walked through the door, Democrat, Republican, didn't matter who it was, didn't owe him anything.
You were
I
not
could
beholden to
treat-
anyone, were you?
Exactly.
Yep.
I could, treat everybody the same.
Exactly.
And I have done my gosh awful best to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But put my name on the ballot, and I think there was 4 or 5 people that ran, and I think the Republican Party had me chose to be last in the deal. Wound up in the runoff and wound up and got lucky and got
Well,
elected.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
but I don't believe in luck.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I
I
think
do.
I think it was meant to be. Now after that, in your subsequent re-elections, did you face? I can't recall.
Yes.
You facing too many
Yes,
opponents, but just about every
I've
time.
had, one time. I've been elected 4 times.
Right.
One time.
Is it a
Excuse me, I
6-year
was
term
unopposed.
then? It must be a
It was
6-year?
6-year term.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was unopposed once. Actually, I was elected the tax collector.
I was going to
And
say at some point I
yes,
remember that splitting
That's
or
right.
going from
That's
2 to
Separate.
1.
I was elected as a tax collector first, did 12 years as tax collector. And during that period, the people of the county voted to combine the 2 offices, which was the right thing to do. A lot of people didn't think so, but
I think I remember you saying that.
right.
This was the right thing to do.
It is the right thing to do, which
There was a lot of duplication, apparently, right?
Absolutely.
Duplication efforts, which is just inefficient,
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. But
costing us tax dollars.
that's
That's right.
exactly,
That's right.
Right.
exactly. But the first 12 years I was there as tax collector, I don't know what I would have done had I been the revenue commissioner. That gave me 12 years to get the collections, get the monies down, and learn how to manage and do everything like I felt it needed to be done. At that time, I had 10 employees. Now I got over 20.
Right.
But anyway, that got my feet under me. And then when the revenue commissioner position came along, it made it quite a bit easier.
The transition, or
It did.
of course you had to be elected to that position too. Is that
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah,
That's what I
so-
thought.
And then I had several that I had to run against during that, but fortunately I got through that also.
Right, you sure have. And 23 years, so 24 years basically is what you will have served. I mean, that's a long time, but man, I want to tell you, we appreciate it because I'm sure it's I mean, I've learned, I was an insurance adjuster, and I learned when I was dealing with people's property, buddy, it was really sensitive stuff to them. You know, it meant a lot to them. We were talking about the names of our cars. Do you have a name for your car, Michelle? What's the name of your car?
I
What?
don't have a name for my car.
Tim, I know you do. You
No.
got your old truck. It's got old name like
Well,
Old Yeller or something.
actually I don't, but
So
I have
I'm the out one.
I
The
have a
outcast
fleet
here.
of old trucks.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. What's your preferred brand? Is it Ford? Or you got some of or more?
I've got some of all of them.
I work with a guy. He is a Ford guy. Everything he's got is a Ranger, F-150, F-150. You
The
know.
one Ford truck that I only have one Ford, and I grew up a Chevrolet man.
Okay, there you go. See,
Yeah.
see, everybody grows up something. I'm a Dodge
Aaron put
guy.
me in one a number of years back.
Oh, he
but
did?
That's all we ever had.
Yeah.
But I bought an old worn out Ford for a backup feed truck a few years ago. It's got the best seat in it of any vehicle I have ever been in.
Is it a bench?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. But I love that old truck.
Yeah, I
I'd rather
bet.
drive it than any of them. But I can't get out of town. I have to stay close.
Right, you got to stay on the farm, basically, right? Because you said it was a feed truck. I get it. Well, we as the citizenry of Chilton County, we thank you for your service, and I know it's what you gonna do in your time off now, or expected time off.
We farm.
Yeah.
We've got cattle, and I've got plenty to do.
Plenty to do. Huh?
Plenty to do.
I hear you. Well, that's
Got a
great.
grandson.
Aw.
He's 16, 17 months old, and I would say he's feral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the kids nowadays, but they're wild.
He decides to have a good time.
And he's not scared of anything, and I'm pretty excited about that. I think all kids should grow up on a farm.
Right. I hear you. Enjoy that experience, and I mean, learn where our food comes from, what it takes to get it there. you
Hard
know?
work.
Exactly.
Hard work, lots of hard work, for
Yes.
sure.
For sure.
Well, did we want to go to a break, Baden, or no? Okay, fine. Just want to make sure. He normally is waving that, frantically waving that red sign, but we're not. Well, now you've been there for 24 years. Now, there's one person that is running for revenue commissioner, has been there with you basically, I guess, the whole time. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Tell us about that.
Oh, me. Michelle and I,
Yeah, exactly.
we actually grew up together. I've known her my whole life.
Right. Okay.
Goodness.
Show cows.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
4-H.
Oh man, that is so
yes,
cool. I
I
want you to
mean-
talk about that some too, if you will.
Life's about relationships.
It is.
And-
Oh my
and-
gosh, that's not a truer statement.
That's right. But Michelle was there prior to me getting elected, and I actually inherited her when I was elected revenue commissioner. And she was
So
she
you worked
was
in
in
the other
break-
department,
yes,
and
yes.
okay.
She worked
Yes.
for the assessor.
Yes.
And
all right.
she was in the revenue department. Not revenue, but the reappraisal department. And that's where I got her, and I don't know what I'd do without her. We have a number of positions that's vital, but as far as when it comes to the money for Chilton County, the money for Chilton County through taxes comes through the appraisal department. Picking up new houses, going
Well,
out measuring.
that's
them,
all
you know,
of us, isn't it?
that's
You know,
covers all of us,
we
but.
we got at least 5 different ones in this room right here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But but I got Michelle there, and I'd say she was in a leadership role prior to me getting her. And she runs the reappraisal department. She's my ace. I'll tell anybody this, and I guess I am, but she's the first person to work every day. Last person to leave. She'll work through lunch and me telling her not to. When you give her a task, it's done. Not once has one of those tasks been not completed. I mean, she's earned the opportunity to be a chance to be the next revenue commissioner.
Right.
And I think she'll be the greatest thing ever for the.
So I take it that when you started, she had the level of expertise, and there was a lot of folks like her. And I've come into new positions where I'm the manager or the director or whatever position, whatever title you want to say, and I got people that that I'm working with. Well, you have to rely on those people that are already there because they have the knowledge. Exactly. You certainly don't. I've never come into a position trying to, throw my weight around and say, I know better, because I can tell you I don't know. I didn't know better, and don't know that I ever knew better, even after being there. You got to surround yourself with great people if you're gonna be considered to be great or good at what you do.
Yes.
So that's what I'm hearing from you. Yeah. So Michelle, tell us a little about your background and you grew up here in Clanton or Chilton County? Go to CCHS?
I went to Thorsby.
Thorsby, okay.
Graduated from Thorsby High School.
All right.
I showed cows.
So you were a Thorsby rebel.
I was a Thorsby rebel. I have 2 daughters. I've got 4 grandkids. I have 3 girls and 1 boy. And her birthday's today. So happy
how
about
birthday.
that? There you go. Give her a shout out. That's great. That's great.
But growing up, I cheered. But my greatest love was showing cows.
Okay.
My dad, we had cows, and
did you ever come out to the Chilton County Fair out there by the airport?
Okay.
Yes. I missed that. We were talking about that the other day. We don't seem to have that anymore.
We showed out there, and then if you then you would go to Montgomery.
You would you could win a ribbon and go on, move on.
Absolutely. I had the grand champion.
You still have your ribbons somewhere?
I do.
You do.
I have every one of them. We actually were looking at them not too long ago. Yes, so
that's
I do.
Great.
That was just a joy of mine. Somebody asked me the other day. They said, "Tell me something I don't know about you," and I was like, "Oh my goodness," because he knew my family. And I said, "Well, you did know I showed cows, right?" And he said, "No, I would have never put you." I said, "Look, that was my greatest joy. I mean, I've done pageants, I've done all that frilly stuff, but I was really a tomboy at heart." Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
So you grew up on a farm?
Well, my
how did you come to show?
My dad had cows.
Okay,
Look,
all right.
You mentioned Brittany and Mackenzie. Now, her mother and daddy.
Yes, my mom and dad.
Are the great.
Salt of the earth type folks. Is that what you mean? Or
Tommy and Linda Porter. I lost my dad a month ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Sorry to hear that. Our condolences.
Great man.
So, but you grew up obviously around livestock. And,
yes. My father had cows.
What kind of cows did you show?
Well, we had Angus and Simmental, but mainly Angus. My daddy was an Angus man.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did he do with his cattle? Who bought them from him when he would, after he got them, ready for market?
Well,
I know I'm asking you a lot of questions. You might not know about
not
part
really, because I know,
He was a wheeler dealer.
He was a wheeler dealer, so I really can't be
so
specific.
Whoever, he was just working for the best deal he could get.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand what that means.
When you showed cows like that, and once they were steers. I mean, you showed heifers too, but steers, and then you sold them.
Yeah.
So I can remember having the grand champion steer 2 years, and the bank, it was People's Southern Bank, and they would buy your steer. And then they would have a banquet for all the 4-H kids that showed. And that was the steer
that was the meal?
So I was like, I would never eat, and I would always cry, and I'd be like, please let me keep my steer. And Daddy was like, there's nothing you can do with a steer. You knew going into this we had to sell them. So
Right.
That was the only
That's
part.
hard.
Still got
Hard.
attached, huh?
Yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
understand.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us how did you? Now, I've seen your ads, or some of your ads at least, and you talk about your 37 years
Yes.
experience. So, either you started, really really young. What I mean,
I did start
How did you
young.
get into
So right
to
out
come
of
to
high
this position
school,
in your life?
right out of high school, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. If I wanted to go to college or just go into the work field.
Right.
And my mom and dad instilled in us a work ethic that is unimaginable. I mean, he always said, you work hard at something, you'll achieve your goals. So I was like,
Good
okay.
advice.
He said, so we're either going to go to school or you're going to, get a job. And I was like, okay, well, since I don't know, let me get a job. So right out of school, I went to work with a dentist office, and I knew that wasn't for me. And then my dad was good friends with Matt Jurgen, and he was the probate judge at the time. And so Dad
I
said,
remember
hey.
Judge Jurgen.
Yeah. He said, if you have any openings, will you let me know? So Matt called me and he was like, hey, I've got a part-time position. I can put you there, see if you like it. And if you
So
like it.
this is when you're 18, 17, 18, 19
well,
years old or so?
I think I was 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And so I went to work for Matt Jurgen. I was working part-time in there. I loved it because that's where you record deeds and, driver's license and stuff. But I got to learn all the different deeds and how to read a legal description and stuff. And I was just intrigued with that part of it.
That would be a show in itself to learn how to read a legal description.
Yes. But so I just loved it. And so while I was working in there, I really wanted it to become, I wanted to do something full time. But I had became friends, and this is crazy, with Sharon Summerall, that was the county administrator at the time.
I remember Miss Summerall.
Yeah, and she was like, hey, you do such a good job in there. I need somebody in here part-time. So I actually worked in the commission some and in the probate office.
You had
So-
two part-time jobs.
Yes.
How about that?
But I loved it because then I learned that part in the commission office side. So I did that for 7 years. And then Glenn McGriff, really good friend of mine, had an opening in the assessing office because he was tax assessor at the time.
That's what I thought. I was going to ask who was, but I thought it was Glenn. But
So he
How about
come and he
that?
asked me, he said, hey, I got a full-time position. Do you want it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Because then Bobby Martin was probate judge, and I'm real good friends with him as well. And I was like, oh, I don't know, but it was more money, and then it was just me full-time in one office. So I took that position, and then I've been there ever since.
how about that?
Yeah.
And then you just slowly, or not slowly, but steadily is a good word to
Yes.
use. You've observed as 37. You've had a couple of guys like Tim come through
Absolutely.
while you've been there, and so what kind of guys he to work for?
Do what?
What kind of guys is he to work for?
Tim, he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
Yes. Tim is
Listen,
awesome.
just turn towards me. Forget he's here.
No,
Tell
Tim
me.
has really, really been good to me. He's taught me a lot.
I've always heard that folks like the way that he
he
treats
put me
them.
in the
You
chief
know?
appraiser
That's
position.
what we're supposed to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he treats everybody equal.
I know.
Yes.
That's what I meant. You're right. Exactly.
And like he was saying, I get to work early, but he knows if you work hard, he's going to be there for you, and he's got your
So
back.
I take it that he was a pretty good example for you
Absolutely.
to watch how he did his job
Yes.
and how he handled certain situations.
Absolutely.
And I mean,
Because nothing beats hands-on experience, I can tell
yeah.
you. Because I have sat in every class you can think of going to, I have taken. But nothing beats that hands-on experience because you never know what's going to come up,
Yeah.
So, and I've watched him, in different situations, and I've learned from that, just how to handle. Because a lot of times, if the taxpayers just want you to sit down and communicate with them, just explain things.
like,
So-
why do my taxes go up?
Yes. Mhm.
In fact, I brought mine.
Okay, I'll make sure I look at that before we
Right here.
leave.
Let me-
Yes.
Taylor, do you have that?
We will definitely look at that.
I'm
No
kidding.
doubt.
I'm kidding.
Look, I've always said, if you think your taxes is too high, come in. One of us will look at it and make sure everything's good.
I always said that because I work for a company in Iowa. If you think our tax is too high, move to Des Moines and see what their
Yes.
property taxes are like.
Yes.
I don't know how people afford
know.
it up there.
Absolutely.
But I got a couple questions I want to ask you.
Okay.
Trying to focus in on what you do, what y'all do. Tell us about the types of property tax exemptions that are available to our residents,
Okay.
and then what's the best way for someone to add value to their property as far as what you guys look for? Does that make sense? Because I can do certain things to my property, but it might not have any effect on my taxes.
Right.
But I'm just curious about.
We can
Yeah.
answer that.
All right.
But the exemptions that are out there right now, so you have disability exemptions, you have over 65 exemptions, and a lot of people think when you turn 60.
That's what I need. I just turned 65.
Okay, so it's income based though. So
Oh.
just because you turn
Oh.
65,
Yeah.
doesn't mean you will be tax exempt.
You may not want to go in. You may just want to keep it what it is.
No, you do
I
wanna
got
come
too
in.
excited too early, didn't I?
I'm kidding.
Even if you make too much, there's
Yeah.
still you can still get an exemption.
And I didn't mean to
Look
interrupt
at
you,
you,
but when I heard that, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you got my attention.
Yes.
Tell us more about the over 65. Just kidding.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, though, Michelle. I interrupted you.
No, you're good.
So you have those types.
Yes. So you have the over 65 exemptions, the disability exemptions. That's just a few. That's some
Current
of
use.
current
which
use
is for the
exemption. Mm-hmm.
ag properties, it's taxed at a different rate.
Right.
That's
If
for
it's, like you said, unused,
Yes, unused
that would
agricultural property.
typically
yes.
reduce that. I'm not a tax assessor, but that
Yes.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's
Okay.
pasture timber, if you farm it, yes, you can get
Right.
that exemption. Yeah. And then some things that would give value to your property. Anytime you build something on your property, you're supposed to notify us, and let us come out and list it. So barns, a house, naturally, any
Right.
kind of improvement will give value to your property.
Okay. All right.
Swimming pools.
Can we go back to the exemptions just a second?
Sure.
Okay, when you turn 65,
Mm-hmm.
you need to come in and see what you are eligible for.
Yes.
And just bring you prior year tax return.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies will quick glance at it. I'll tell you if there's anything you're entitled to at that time. At age 70, there's an exemption regardless of your income. It's not a full
Right.
exemption or anything, but there is an exemption. You get a few $100 off on your tax bill.
I would like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any of these exemptions that you get, you have to apply for them every year. Our office sends out a form, and you have to put your information on it, because if you happen to, just say you sold some timber or something and you had been tax exempt, and then you came up with some monies
Right.
that you had to pay taxes on, whatever, and it got you over that threshold amount, then, you wouldn't be eligible for it that year.
Right.
But
Right.
you will get one of these forms every year, and they can say whatever they want to, but you have to sign that and send it back. And where I'm going with that, the main thing they want to know is if you're still alive,
Yes.
Yeah.
because they don't want to be giving an exemption to somebody that's
Not.
gone.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
So when you get those forms, make sure you sign them and get them back to us.
And then if you buy a piece of property, if you buy a new house, you can get a homestead exemption. So
Correct.
you
Right,
always, anytime you
correct.
buy something, or like I said, when you turn 65, you need to come into our office. Let us just look, because there may be something we can help you with that you're just not aware of. So always, like I said, when you turn 65, or you buy, even if you buy a piece of property with the current use that he talked about, come in to our office and let us look and try to help, and see what you can get.
So, Tim, you're going to be able to relocate your office here in a couple of days, right? A few weeks.
That's what they say.
Yeah. I know y'all been out there.
We have.
Taylor and I got to go,
Yeah.
and Baden for that matter,
That's nice.
a few weeks ago.
It's
for
very nice.
Like a tour.
It's a beautiful facility. It really is.
It really is.
Yes.
And are y'all excited about being able to combine, have everything together? Will that help you?
Oh, will it?
It will.
Help y'all, I
Yes,
should say.
Currently,
Absolutely.
I have 5 offices.
Different ones.
There's mornings that I can leave going to the tag office to walk over there and it may be 2 days before I get there. I can make it out on the step, somebody catches me, next thing you know, I'm in the mapping department or the appraisal department or collections.
Wow.
Now, there won't be any of the employees that's over 50 feet from my desk.
Wow, that's
That'll be huge.
tremendous.
Yeah.
That'll be huge. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but no, it'll be good.
It will be good.
It
I
will
agree.
be like
There'll be an adjustment,
Yes.
of course, for everybody.
Right.
But man, how nice it was, that facility with the security features built in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys are in the part where the public is, of course, which, I doubt y'all really worry about it too much, but it's still, it's obviously a concern. It's why the other buildings aren't, for security purposes.
As a revenue commissioner, you're personally liable for the monies that you handle, bad checks, all of those things. The only one, if every year we have final settlement in Montgomery with the Department of Revenue, and if there's something missing, you have to take your own checkbook. But I've been through 22, 23, these settlements. I've never had to pay them.
You never had to get the crack out of
That's exactly right.
Tim Little check.
That's right. Been audited 6, 7 times. I mean,
Is that the
thorough.
public examiners, or they're the same ones that would audit you?
Yes, and we passed those with flying colors. I mean, one of the few in our county that could say that.
I work for an arm of the Association of County Commissioners of Alabama, ACCA. I know y'all run into them all the time. I was their claims director for a few years, and so we dealt with county commissions and sheriff's departments, and as a result, the Department of Public Examiners. We had to provide lists of open claims. I mean, we literally had to provide them with summaries of every claim that we had, which I thought was unusual. But then I thought about what they do. They're trying to make sure that they have enough money put back, that we have enough money put back to pay that claim.
Right.
And so that's what they're really checking on. But I was always trying to schmooze them, to where I thought that would help. I knew it would help me, and I hoped it would help the whatever county commission they were looking at. But I never heard of anybody getting in any real trouble. I was only there about 3 years, but I think about it when you were talking about those audits that you had to go through. I'm sure it was much more detailed than just a list of 25 claims. So, but so Michelle, when you decided that you wanted to run for this office, you had to qualify. Tell us about that process of qualifying.
So
And what you had to do to qualify.
Okay. So when I decided to run, when Tim came and talked to me, and I decided to run, I had to take. I was the last one to qualify. A lot of people were coming to me and they were like, "Why are you not putting signs up yet? Why are you not doing this?"
I noticed that when you
Yeah,
came
so
in, you were the last one.
I was the last one, but I was the last one because I had to take a leave of absence from work. So the day I qualified, I could not come back to work the next day. So
why is that, Tim, that she had to do that? What's the law there?
There's
Some
a
sort of
law in
ethical
place.
law there? Some sort of
I
potential
guess.
conflict of interest
I
or
guess.
something?
I could run for a different office and I wouldn't have to do it. But her working in the office is something that's asked of them. I wish that was changed.
I mean, that seems like that could really put your office, you right now, currently at quite a disadvantage.
Yeah.
To have,
it has because
your-
they've had to
you
step
know,
up
one of
and
your
do a
top
lot.
people there is not there.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Well,
I just made a lot of notes. in a
maybe I'm just too
notebook.
naive. Oh, you did?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's not the only good employee. we
Yes,
have.
I
we
know
have very-
that. I realize that. But
She-
everybody's part of the team.
That's right.
And
And,
you know,
they're getting it done.
Take
And
away,
they've all
one
stepped up
of
and
your
helped.
fingers, and then you
Yeah.
got 5, and you only all of a sudden you got 4. It's a
Yes.
difference.
Right.
Well, go on. You were telling about the qualifying, and you had to
So yes,
take a
that's
leave of
why I
absence.
was the
So you
last one to
waited
qualify.
until
Mhm.
I don't know if it was the last minute, but you waited.
I did.
to the end.
It was to
Okay.
the last minute.
Okay.
It was like 3:30, quarter till 4 that day.
Well, literally, I was thinking of just the
Literally
day that
last
you were
minute, no.
looking at the clock.
because that day, that was on a Friday, and then
Yeah.
I couldn't come back to work that
Right,
Monday.
right.
So that's why I was late, in the game, putting signs out and getting my name out there because I just couldn't do that. because I couldn't come back to work.
I
So
understand.
I have been, I haven't been there since the end of January.
Well, that's quite a sacrifice in itself too.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I know we were asking you earlier to talk about yourself, and you did, but I'm sure I interrupted you and we went down
No,
a
it's
different
fine.
way. But what about the Michelle Headley that doesn't work at the courthouse? What does she like to do? What do you do in your spare
So-
time?
What have you
What do I have spare?
Yeah, there you go.
So
We'll just let Tim do it.
I am a member of the Clanton Lions Club.
Okay.
And so I have been with the Clanton Lions Club for over 10 years, but I'm also the Peach Queen director.
Oh.
So I'm the one that goes every year with the Peach Queens. When we get 4 new Peach Queens, I take them all over. So I'm in charge of them
So you
every
go see
year.
the governor.
That's
and-
right.
How fun.
Yeah.
All the events.
How
I
long have
take
you done
them
that?
to.
How many years have you been that person?
Over 10 years.
Oh man, okay.
Yes.
Well, you
And I
don't
love
get
that.
enough advertisers. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You need some more credit.
I do love that because we help with different things.
Well,
We
that's
help with,
huge.
you know,
Everybody
yes.
loves the Peach Queens here in our
Absolutely,
county. You know, we're all
yes.
proud of.
And that's my
of
Peach
that.
family. So every year I get 4. You know, sometimes I get the same girl. You know,
That's
every
true.
other year.
Because there's like 4 or 5 divisions.
Absolutely. So, but that's my Peach family. That's what I call them.
Okay.
So we get real close and we stay close. I mean, some of my best friends we met, you know, because I was, you know, Peach director for their child.
Well, how long has it been now that the Lions Club have women members? It's been a little while now.
It's been a while.
Has
yes.
it been 20 years yet?
I would think it would be getting
Okay.
close. 15
'Cause
to
I
20
remember when
years.
I was
Yes.
part of it like 25 years ago, and there weren't.
Yes.
And then, but they were
Right.
talking about that was going to happen, and
Yes,
of course
and we
we're
have
all glad
several
it
women
happened.
now,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm sure. I know you do. I've seen some pictures in the newspapers about
Yes.
things y'all done.
So
well,
I
go ahead, tell
love,
us more about besides that. I mean, I know I've got a list here. If
Well,
you need
like
to go
I said,
over
my
it.
grandbabies, I
What do your
am.
grandbabies do?
Yes. So my oldest
See, I told you
granddaughter.
we're just gonna
Yes.
toss it to Tim.
Like I said, her birthday's today, but she's my rodeo
Okay.
girl. So
Aw.
she rodeos
So
and she
y'all be
goes
going
all
to that
over.
rodeo this weekend?
Well, she's in the Little Britches rodeo because she's 11. But now she does compete, but it's just a different. There's like several different rodeos, and they're sanctioned by the PCA and different ones.
Right,
so
exactly.
she's in a different
I've
one.
learned that, or learning that.
She's
Yes.
in the Little League.
Yes. So
Yeah, there you go. That's
she
a good way to put it. I
competes
understand
in
that.
Mississippi, and so she's sitting second right now in like trails, and
Like
she'll be
the
going to
overall thing
Oklahoma
there?
Oh,
in the
wow.
end of July to compete.
Sweet.
And then I have three grandsons, but 2 that play ball. So Weston and Jet, they play ball and keep
I like
us
the way you
busy.
said ball because that means football, basketball,
No, it's
baseball.
strictly baseball.
Oh, strictly baseball.
So they
Okay.
used to race motorcycles.
Well, this is
and
better then for their
yes.
long-term health.
So, yes, the oldest one got hurt a couple of times, so he took a break, and so now they're doing ball. And then I have a brand new grandson. He's 5 months old.
No.
So yeah,
So he
so
probably
they keep me very,
he
very
probably just has a
busy.
ball cap and a jersey.
Well,
on
he'll
that
be
he
a
wears.
he'll be a rodeo.
Oh, he'll be a rodeo?
He's the sister of the rodeo.
Of your-
yeah. So he will definitely have no choice but to have the rodeo life.
What's your involvement with the Republican Party?
Yes, so I'm in the Chilton Women Republican Party. I'm the treasurer there and help Robin Gray, with different
Right.
things and getting events set up.
Seen
And then
her.
I'm also in the Chilton Women of Impact.
What
With
is-
Robin.
What is that? What is the
So
Children's
that's
Women
Robin Gray actually started that, and it's just a group of ladies that she formed this group. So and we meet and then just go over things that we might help in the community with. And
What are some of the
just
things that
get-
y'all have helped with in the community, as you say? If you can think of anything off the top
I'm
of your
trying
head,
to think of some stuff that we've done here recently.
or any time, doesn't have to be recent. But
Goodness,
but
not a blank.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you didn't
but
put me on the spot. We just meet and just go over ways that we can bring more women in together to come up with ideas of things that
I was
we
just
can go
gonna
and
say, the
help.
more the
Yes.
merrier, right?
So yes, the more that
and
we can
diverse
get together.
and
Yes,
different things that come in, right? Which of course what
Absolutely.
diverse
Yes.
means. Well,
but it's two very good groups, and I'm blessed to be a part of those.
What drives you to serve in all these ways and all these? I know.
just love
I mean, your
Chilton
family.
County,
Obviously, you
yes.
love your family. You were talking about them, and I know that's. But there's, like I said, the Michelle outside of that,
Right.
and you've got all these
I
other
love
things.
Chilton County. I've lived here all my life. I want to serve the people of Chilton County. I've worked hard at my job. Like I said, my dad instilled in me a work ethic, to get out there and be a go-getter. I love being involved in stuff.
Mine always told me if
helping.
I worked hard, I'd never be without a job,
That's right.
and I never
And
was.
that's right. And I have worked very hard at my job. I mean, you can ask anybody. I just think if you work hard at something and you love something, you'll do a good job at it.
Well, what
And
is it about you think? And I'm not asking you to besmirch any of your opponents, but
No,
what is
I
it you
would not
think
do
about
that.
you, Michelle, that should people vote for you? What would be, you think, the best reasons to vote for you?
I'm a people person, so I know, that I will be there for the taxpayers. I can sit down and have a conversation with them, and see what their concerns are. Like I said, I'm a hard worker. I love Chilton County. I mean, that's my main things. I know I will do a good job. And my hands-on experience. Nothing beats, like I said, I have sat through every class you could think of sitting through for my job. But the hands-on experience is what I think everybody needs, because situations will come up. They can teach you this stuff all day in class, but until you actually are in a situation with a taxpayer that is not happy.
Until Mr. Johnson's sitting in front of you?
Absolutely. And I really do think, and I think Tim will agree, I'm very good at smoothing things over with them and just like, hey, let's just sit down and talk about it, because let's go over everything, make sure you're getting all your exemptions, make sure everything is correct.
How
and
often
let's
would you
just talk
say
about
when you
it.
do those types of reviews, are there things that people didn't realize that they were entitled to? Like
A lot.
often?
A lot.
Okay, more often,
Yes.
which is why you said
While I've been out
come in when you
campaigning,
turn 65.
Yes. While I've been out campaigning and meeting people, they will say, hey, I saw your post, about an over 65 exemption or a disability exemption. A lot of people didn't know they could get the disability exemptions.
Okay.
So I've explained that. So I think my hands-on experience and working in all the offices and being a people person and just my love for Chilton County is what's going to set me apart. I'm hoping that's what sets me apart. And like I said, I would never, and I've ran a clean campaign, and that was one thing my dad told me before he passed. He said, don't get caught up in, in the bad.
Don't get caught up in politics.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Leave
Run a
politics
clean-
out of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's-
Just
Do
run a
your
clean
job,
race.
everything
I'm
will be
just,
fine.
yes. And that's what I've done, and I'm proud of that.
Well, we appreciate you coming on today and
I appreciate
talking about.
you
Was there
having us.
anything else that we haven't asked you? I'm trying to think about it. I mean, my interaction with your department has always been so smooth. You can't help it. You go down there and there's 7 people or 10 people in front of you. If you're backed out the door, that's just
Yes,
kind of
that's
luck
just
of the
part
draw.
it.
But by the time I get in front of somebody, it's like I'm the only customer that they've had that day.
Right, and that's
I
how
forget
it
the
should
lady's
be.
name the other day. I'm glad that y'all are here because I forget who was in here and we were talking about it. But I did not realize my car tag was laminated. I thought it was painted on there. It was not. It's laminated, and it began to become delaminated.
Right.
How often do you change car tags? Is it 5 years, 7 years?
It's all of them are different. If
Yes.
it's
Okay.
if
Because-
it's one of the educational tags, there's a tag.
Mine's a 14 something.
Yeah.
It's
I would
I had to
say
get the
it's
14,
about
Tim.
6 or
We've
7
always been
years,
14.
absolutely.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I got it, but I had never noticed it. And I was like, all of a sudden the corner's peeling, and so I took it in there. And I forget the young lady, that young woman that helped me. She was so friendly. She got it done, and even had a screwdriver that I didn't have on me that I could take the tag and
Yeah.
change it right then.
We currently sell, I want to say it's a little over 200 different car tags.
Yeah.
And very few of them have the same dates. I mean, like, some of them will be 4 years.
Right, the
some
replacement
6 years.
dates or whatever they call it. Is that what they call it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't they just all the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to make things a little
Yeah.
difficult.
But I mean, you look at it and I would have sworn it was painted because it just I would never think that would. And it was a pretty thick lamination too. I mean, it was. I was really surprised.
So you had to get a whole new tag.
I had a whole new tag, no charge, of course. I mean, it was just like, hey, and we had just renewed it, and it was then when I was putting the new sticker on when I realized it was coming off or coming apart. I thought, man, those prisoners can't make things any good anymore. Do the prisoners still make the tags?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think they do. I'm not 100% sure either.
You know, it used to be you got a new tag every year. I don't know when that stopped. Thank goodness that stopped because when you look at it, it's like that was such a waste. You know.
But I'm glad you had a good experience when you come in. We have some really good workers.
Oh, you
They're very
do.
friendly, and I think that's very important. I
Yeah.
think another thing I think I have, just like Tim does, he has our respect. We respect him. He's good to us. We respect him. He's a good role model.
Well, you're a
I think
reflection
I
of
have
that.
that as well. I think they all respect me. We have some wonderful people that work there. They're all friendly. And like I said, I just want to give a shout out to them for stepping up while I've been out of the office and helping.
Well, there's been, in my recollection, I don't recall seeing too many times where the incumbent actually endorses someone because they typically like to stay out of it and just let people. But the truth is I think it speaks very highly of you,
Thank you.
that the man that has been our revenue commissioner for 12 years and in serving our people in a similar role for 24 years or almost 24 has endorsed you. I think that speaks
Yes.
very highly of you.
Well, thank you.
And him as well.
Absolutely.
And we do thank you both for coming on
Thank you for
today.
having us.
We
We
wish you the
enjoyed
very
it.
best.
Yes, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I think y'all should have her on about once or twice a year anyway, just for any
Absolutely.
updates or
That's-
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
love that.
that'd be great. That'd be
Yes,
great. And
absolutely.
I don't want to like make you make a campaign promise or anything, but like those donuts out there, you think like every time you come, maybe that could
I
be
can bring you some donuts.
part of the trip?
That's
Okay,
right,
well then-
absolutely.
well then we probably do it 3
I can
times
that
a
for
year
you,
then,
yes. I
Not
would
just
love that.
2.
Look, I can sit and talk all day long. That don't
Ah,
bother me. So anytime
well.
y'all want to have me on here, I'll definitely come.
Well,
Yes.
again, we're getting a lot of responses here from folks. Let's see, who was it that said, Brian Kelly says he was your old classmate.
yes.
And then, who is this right here? I thought there was somebody else on here I saw. Oh, wait, it jumped on me. Jennifer Wade.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wishing you the best. And Brody Mazingo.
That's my nephew. That's
No.
yes. He's like my son, but yes, he is really big in politics, and he has helped me so much. Yes.
Good kid.
He is
I know. I know. I've met him a
He's
few
at the
times.
University of Alabama.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that part, I'm not so sure.
Oh, yeah, he is.
You know, I like to wear the orange and blue, Michelle,
Oh,
so.
hey, my dad
We
and
don't
my
mention
brother
that other
was.
school on this show, my
Yeah.
show. No,
Well,
I'm kidding. Of
I'm a
course.
roll tide, so yeah.
Well, good. I married the one, so you know I understand. Now you said you were a cheerleader at Thorsby. Did you know my? I mean, she's probably older than you. Is Robin Daniel?
Yes,
Robin
absolutely.
is married to my
And
brother.
Michael Daniels.
And
yes.
they've just started a house out there in what is that called? Golly, behind the post office. What's that subdivision at the end of the road back there?
On Franklin Street, end of Franklin Street.
I can't remember it. Anyway, it's
Okay.
behind.
Well, awesome.
the feed and
But
seed, so,
yes,
yeah,
I remember Robin. Mhm.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
you would, Michael.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Absolutely.
Tell us again your name, when we can vote for you.
So it's Michelle Porter Headley, running for Chilton County Revenue Commissioner, and you vote May 19th.
All right,
Yes.
so coming up.
A week from
so
today.
please
That's
get out and
right.
vote. Yes, for sure. Yes.
And if anyone has any questions, are you on Facebook or
I
anything?
am. So you can, it's under Michelle Porter Headley, running for Revenue Commissioner, and you can get on there. And my phone number is 205-746-4647. And that's my cell phone number, and you can call me anytime.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
We
you for
really
having
enjoyed
us.
having
it's
y'all
been
today.
great. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Appreciate it. We have too.
And I'll make sure I bring you more donuts.
All right, that would be nice.
Absolutely.
I like donuts. I'm not sure they like me too much, but I like them.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll be talking about some more community things and local news. So y'all hang around. You're watching or listening to Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor and Mr. Tim and Miss Michelle.
Come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
The plans you have for your property need the right equipment. Kubota has reliable tractors, utility vehicles, and mowers to help you make the most of your land, along with strong dealer support. Stop by today to explore our lineup. Right now, bring home select Kubota BX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $1,500. Now through February 28th.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Screen. Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
We are back. It's 8:48, May 12th. It's still Tuesday.
I know. How about that? You know, we just spent the better part of an hour talking to Michelle Headley. She's running for revenue commissioner.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we don't get to talk enough about our sponsors. So I wanted to.
We did thank all of our sponsors.
I know, but still, we missed some breaks there.
Yeah.
For it, but it was great to have her and current commissioner Tim Little on. He just seemed like a down to earth person, and so does she. Mm-hmm. With the fact that she has all that experience, and I know what it's like to come into an organization and you're quote the leader, but yet you really don't know what you do yet.
Yeah, and then that causes tension too.
It can. And I think it's the way you handle it. And I got the impression the way he handled it was, tell me what I need to know.
Yeah.
So that I can do better and, do.
Yeah.
That's the way I tried to approach it too. And then, once you learn it, then you can kind of put your own little touches on it. But, but I've never been one to come in and, blow up the place just because I could have.
Yeah. I like how she said too that hands-on so much better than anything you can learn in a class, because that's true, because the textbook answer is not the answer for everything.
No, in fact, it's
and you think
it's
until
the bell jar vacuum answer, and we don't live there.
You think until you get into that real thing, and then it's your fight or flight.
But we broadcast live here, sponsored by Clanton Tractor Studio right here, in beautiful Clanton. And we have Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Central Alabama Wellness. We talked about Coca-Cola.
Yep.
Those are all great sponsors. And we just appreciate everything you do.
That's right.
So, that was again, we went without the breaks and everything, but we want to talk now, about local? Isn't that what we talk about?
So.
Some local?
I know we've got some community stuff going on. I found some local things, an update from the mayor. He posted Sunday night. He does his weekly post of what he does all throughout the week.
Right.
And he was saying that they met on the Adair property last week. And, the Adair property, Mr. Clements told us was going to be the new senior community center. And so they're looking
between the Board of Education and Chilton County,
That's right.
The city of Clanton.
Yeah.
Right.
But they met with the architects, and they're looking at long-term plans and walking trails and all that. And so it said that hopefully they'll know something next week. And then also, speaking of walking trails, they're putting lights on the walking trail from Goose Pond to the tennis courts.
Which you have to go under the bridge, right? By the creek. and
Around
I just love the way they've developed that.
I know. I love
I'm
our park.
I'm really proud because it used to be a real eyesore,
Yeah.
and they've turned it into something more than that. You know, right there, I think I said this at one of our other shows, Taylor, is right there where that parking lot is and where the fair, they've been putting up fairs right there. That was the original baseball field in Clinton.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
My dad used to live literally just right up across the railroad tracks from it. And he would talk about hitting balls, over the railroad tracks or, into the railroad tracks. And I don't know when Jack Hayes Field was built, but Daddy said he never played on. He was always playing on that field, right
That's
there down in
neat.
Goose Pond, they call it.
Yeah.
Goose Pond. And he said the reason it was there is because it was basically an old swamp.
Yeah.
And they've, worked on it, added dirt, added to it, and now it's become very usable.
Yeah.
And I really like what they did to the old waterworks building. I'll fix that.
Okay.
We have a little,
I do too. The new waterworks building is so nice.
where they painted it
Yeah.
and made it look, updated it.
I had heard they were making it into an event space, but
Well,
I don't
did
know
you
if they
notice
still
they got
are.
all the nice fencing around it? I don't know what all they're
Yeah.
doing with it, but it doesn't look like an old abandoned building anymore,
No, it
which is
doesn't.
good.
But the lights on the walking trail, they have a lot of the poles already up. They've got it all dug out, and they're working on it daily. And we haven't been out there since early last week. It's probably Monday or Tuesday. So the Mayor Price said that it should be done here in the next few weeks.
I've been reading
So,
those columns, even though I'm not a
Yeah.
resident any longer of Clanton, and I think it's a wonderful idea
Yeah.
that he does that, and he's doing a really good job too.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe we get him on. I'd like to see Dr. Price on the show with us and give our listeners an update.
But as far as community happenings, the rodeo is happening this Friday and Saturday. They said gates open at 5.
5:30, I thought.
5:30.
And then
Show
the
starts at
7:30.
7:30.
Right.
Or is it 7?
No, it's 7:30.
It is
I remember
7:30?
because it
Okay.
was a 2-hour
You know, I
thing.
got my times wrong that day too, and I had a paper right in front of me. So he told me to get there at 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But the parking, so it is out at the, what did they call it? The Horse Club?
Yes, I think it's the Chilton County Horse Club.
So
I
it's on
think.
145.
So I don't have that on me either.
And
I had it written down.
Yeah, but it's on 145 going out past the Big Peach, past McKinnon's, and it's on the left. But the parking for it, they said, is right there behind the Chevron, between the Chevron and McKinnon's, and they have the trailers. I don't even know what they actually called it, but when he said it, when he talked about it.
shuttle.
Yeah,
You're
it's
talking
like
about
a
parking.
shuttle,
You
but
park and
whatever
they
kind
shuttle
of
you over.
wagons, farm wagons.
Yeah,
That's what he called it. So it's going to be like a little
That'll be an
hayride.
adventure right there. That's what I
Yeah.
called it. Was a hayride. That's
Somebody
what I thought
hayride over
of.
to the radio.
'Cause I bet you
radio.
they're gonna have hay in there. They gotta have something to cushion the ride.
Yeah.
Those things don't give a whole lot.
No, they don't.
Pretty bumpy in general.
But that's Friday and Saturday. It's $20 at the gate, cash or card. And then also for community happenings and local things is that the Y Garden, and I think it's some more farmers too, but I know that the Y Garden's been out there on Mondays are doing the community corner farmers market. So that's downtown.
And that's on Mondays from 5 to 7
5 to
p.m.
7. Yep.
Which
Every Monday in May.
I mean, every time I've ever talked to guys who go out and sell things like produce and fruits, I mean, they want to get somewhere at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They're not 5 p.m. people.
No.
Not for selling. I mean, they're doing something else. But
Yeah.
I think it's great for you and me.
Yeah.
The citizens to be able to go out later
Yeah.
after work for the most part, and be
in the
able
Y
to.
Garden, they grow all kinds of stuff. Those kids out there are learning to garden
Yeah.
and harvest and sell. And Miss Liz, she helps us with cooking it up. She was out there yesterday selling. She helps with their garden, and so she's really passionate about that.
Very cool.
You have some local athletes.
I do. The Clanton Advertiser has named its girls and boys basketball players of the year.
Aw.
And this is something I wanted to say thanks again to Larry Puckett Chevrolet and Putter Up and Bama Benefits, Kim Robinson. Appreciate you guys sponsoring the Morning Mayhem. But I wanted to talk first about Brooklyn Reeser. She was a senior at Thorsby High School, and She was named the Clanton Advertiser Girls Player of the Year for Chilton County. Wow. In her career, she scored 1,533 points.
My goodness.
I mean, that's about 1,200 more than I had in my career.
I'm
So
telling
she
you.
could really put the ball in the hoop. Coach Chris Wood said she turned into her own offensive machine these last 2 years. So most of that damage was done the last 2 years. This year they went 18-8. The Rebels went 18-8. She averaged, I believe it was 16 points a game.
Yeah.
6 rebounds and 4 steals a game. And she even had one game this year where sometimes you just get hot. You know, the ball, it just feels good, like it's going in when you put it up. She had 41 points against Alabama
gosh.
Christian. So it wasn't against some, nobody, but she scored that many. And so, I mean, what a season. Now, she is an all-around athlete, and she is going to play softball for Southern Union State Community College, which I presume that's the Southern Union that's in Wadley.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
there is a campus, I think, in Opelika, but I'm not sure they have an athletics program. I don't think they do,
Yeah.
but I don't know for sure. But there were the other girls that were named to the all-county team included Ivy Varner from Chilton County High School. And again, I hope I get some of these names correctly. Tania Wyatt, or Tania Wyatt from Chilton County High School. Maggie Harrelson, Chilton County High School. Emily Castleberry from Isabella. Aubrey Davenport, I like that name because that's a play on Auburn. I think it is. Kylie Teal also made all-county from Isabella. And then from Jemison High School, you have Trinity Bean, Kiana Lucas, Chloe Calloway. From Mapleville, we have Kamalia Talley, Jaden McGee, Letty Hollis. And then you have Brooklyn Reeser from Thorsby High School and Ava Robinson, also from Thorsby. Then from Verbena, you had Callie Brown, Bailey Robertson, and Danielle Hayes. I wonder if that's Andy's.
It is.
It is Andy's girl made all county. How about that?
Yeah.
Congratulations. So that's a big deal for those young ladies to be recognized for their efforts on the court.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited for them. But I also have the boys. I know we're about out of time. If I could go over that quickly. I thought when I read this story about the Boys Player of the Year, it's a young man named Trenton Rudolph from Jemison High School. You know, usually it's someone like Brooklyn Reeser who scores a lot of points. She averages 16 points a game. Well, this young man was playing, it's more of his all-around game. He led the Jemison Panthers, to the playoffs, state playoffs for the first time in 57 years.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just like any other school. You start out in playing junior varsity, and if you got a really good club and they can all come up and play together for 5 or 6 years, by the time they're seniors, you really do have a pretty good team, which is what they did here. Excuse me. But all year, he again, you're thinking that guy would be getting a lot of points, but he only averaged 6 points a game, which is more like what I scored in school. But he averaged getting 14 rebounds, and he had 6 block shots every game. I mean, every game he was a dominating force in the middle.
Yeah.
So people come in, try to make a short shot, boom, he's there to reject it, or at least alter the shot.
Yeah.
So many shots are missed because somebody who's a really good shot blocker won't get the shot, but they'll make somebody change their shot because they don't want it to be blocked.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a big deal for him rather. But he signed with Faulkner University. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not right. He signed with Huntington College to play basketball for them. So that's exciting. And the other players, boys that made the all-county team was Demarion Floyd, Caden Mink, and Brock Porter from Chilton County High School. Congratulations. From Brock, I remember particularly when he was born a long time ago. Aiden Gray, Jordan Hines, and Colton Leonard from Isabella High School. Eric Johnson, Darian Slaughter, and of course Trenton Rudolph from Jemison, Eli Hubbard, Nehemiah McCary, and Christopher Simon from Maplesville High School, Max Burnett, Braylon Carroll, and Javian Cooper from Thorsby High School, and Jackson Brothers and Robert Davis, Hayden Wilson from Verbena. So congratulations to those young men.
Congratulations.
For being recognized as all-county basketball players.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for us today.
I know, 9:01. And where did 3 hours just flew by?
I know it.
It did. That first hour in particular, I was like, wow, it's 7 o'clock. What happened?
I know.
You know,
well,
but,
everybody should be awake and up and at 'em by now. So
yeah, exactly.
We're going to head off and go about our day.
Let's go eat some of those donuts.
Yeah. It's 9:01. High today, 76. So y'all go out, enjoy the beautiful day, and thank you for watching Morning Mayhem with Mike and Taylor. You going to be back tomorrow, Mike?
I am.
Me too.
You are? Fantastic.
Yep.
Good. I'll see you then.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.